Life is good, is what we're supposed to say. La vie est bonne. Can I go to the archives right now, or am I at the next screen? We have to do the archives because they had a really long scene with the one of the signals while we were watching the shitty award show. Oh, never mind, I guess not. I was gonna look at the archives, but I think this load just puts you in it. What happens? Do I get my promotion or do I get a bullet to the back of my head? I'm working. Oh no! Once again, find yourself sitting inside Bozeman's office. Everything is pristine orderly, just as facetious man likes it. We're from to be late. Uh-oh. The door opens behind you. Just start to imagine reasons why. Alex, thank you for waiting. Dun dun. 6 years since you started working with us, Alex. A lot has happened in that time, from the unfortunate incident with Mr. Donaldson to the disrupt attack on this very building. Pauses to look at you, Munkus. Meet his gaze. That time you've done some good work, not to mention heard some good things around the office as well. I'm happy to inform you I improved a small raise in your recognition. Whoa! Uh-oh. Bosun smiled at you. Thank you, sir. Not at all, you've earned it. But that's not an excuse to rest your laurels. You've got work to be getting back to. With that, he turned some papers on his desk, clearly considering you dismissed. Head back to your studio, spring in your step. Nice to get recognition. I'm about to get a shot to my head. Wow. Oh, I'm just a drone. Never mind, they know. I see, never mind. Are we rich yet? I'm fucking single. I don't have the old ball and chain. Foregone conclusion. Uh-oh. Does my son leave me? It's late snowing all day, and like everyone else, you stayed inside as much as possible, keep it warm. Normally enjoy the snow today is not more than an irritant. Still, tomorrow you got the day off, might be able to enjoy it. Some was used to get excited when they saw the snow. When they were younger, they always wrap the kids up and take them out to play. There won't be any more family days like that now, though. Some of the dark nights always make you feel melancholy at this time of year. Uh-oh. Sat alone in your apartment, you can't help but wonder if things might have been different. Is there a world where you're still a happy family, or is it inevitable you'd end up here? Were you always gonna end up alone, or did you push them all away? With these thoughts whirling around your head, decide to get an early night. Things always seem better after a good night's sleep. Pepe Hens. I'm assuming there's an event at this stay if you're not alone. Pepe Hens. But at least I have my job. Feels okay. Right? Job? Still have my job, right? Ah, fuck. 13 years since your dad died, business great. A few times insane, normally during times of stress. Now you're trying to figure something out, or when you want peace and quiet. Today's no different. In the past, you'd come here with Sam. Always seemed to make things easier when you're by his side. No longer. A call of a raven catches your attention as it flies away. Charlie was only 8 when his grandfather died. Didn't appreciate how big the loss was at the time. As he got older, he did her best, pass on what your dad taught you. Now he's all grown up. He's actually starting to teach you, which is strange, but in the nicest way. Patrick Winston. Proud of the man he's become. Susie Winston. Tears in me eyes. Me eyes. Poor Susie. What you wouldn't do to have her back, even just to argue with you. She wanted to explore the world, so curious, full of life, until Liberation Night. Everything changed then. So many lives destroyed. Tears in me eyes. So Jorah and Sam's divorce. You're not really spoken much. Not that's a great loss. Soon there'll be button ads about something or other. Starting lots of stories to the back of Chris. That's family. Got take the good with the bad. Where's my mom's grave? Ah, there we go. Taking your mother to the transition center was a difficult decision. Maybe the hardest of your life. Still not sure if it was the right one. Definitely not suffering any longer. At least she and your dad are together now, whatever happens next. Nice to have her here with you, though. View is okay. Turn away and wander in the direction of the car. You can't control life. What happens, who lives, who dies. All you can do is keep going, see what gets thrown at you next. What is life if not a series of low decisions to find us? Never know which ones would take us one way, which would bring us here. Alright, is it over? Finn. Finn. Just keeps going. Christ, how old am I now? What the? I still go to work, or at least have me job, or am I gonna lose that too? I've lost everything. Get away from me! Don't take my job! Get away from me! You fuckers are gonna take me job. Some fucking 18-year-old is gonna replace me for cheaper. Finale. 7 years since the election. Don't take my fucking job! Don't take my job! I worked hard. I screwed over people.
Honestly, Alex, sometimes I
Well.
more accurately, how low this government has brought us. Still, best to get on with it, I suppose. We've had a few problems with the machinery lately. No doubt you've noticed. Locked buttons, flickering on and off, sparks and the like. I'm sure you'll manage without issue. Oh, and don't forget, you've got free reign of the SFX buttons now. Make sure to use them whenever they be appropriate.
What have you got me?
Nothing, Colin.
No, come on, seriously. Not even a cake.
I'm sorry, no.
Okay, no worries.
How old are you then, Cole? Okay, here we go. Big smile.
I've actually gained a year. I celebrated 44 last year. It's actually this year. Brilliant.
You're 44.
Well.
Going in 5, 4, 3.
Good evening and welcome.
Spice it up with some audience responses, Alex.
I'm Megan and I'm joined as always by the inimitable Robin and Patrick. How are we?
Well, we have got so much going on tonight. I'm excited.
I'd say I'm about a 12, Megan, on the excitement scale.
No, it's the wrong one.
So much SoCo stuff coming up.
We sure do. We have celebrity chef Jordan Rankley who will be cooking up a storm.
We'll be announcing the winners of our big competition, Visions of the Future, and we'll be joined by a very special guest for a game of Wheel of Truth. And I'll even be showing you how to make your
Oops.
own
I kind of soon
So
whatever.
much more tonight on The Nightly Show.
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
Or whatever, you wanted effects. What the fuck? How the show is so shitty now? What the fuck? Poor Patrick. Tears in the eyes when we lost Patrick. What the fuck?
Right, let's have some applause on the way into the next section.
Cases by Chef Jordan Rankley. But
Jordan Rankley?
nothing, so Robin's going to give us an update on our lovely
Uh.
Nightly Show pets in Pet Corner.
Fine, suit yourself.
Well, Megan, first up we have our hamster Lord Cheeks. Now, he's a squat winter grey with the scientific name Adipem stultus, and he lives here with us in this cage. Hamsters love hoarding, and they actually have special pouches in their cheeks for storing food. He loves carrots, apples, and chewing tobacco. Now, hamsters are nocturnal, so we'll do our best not to wake him up. But let's just see if we can. Well, the door has been left open. It looks as though Lord Cheeks has actually gone for a little wander. But I'm sure he will be around here somewhere. In the meantime, let's say hello to our tortoise. Now, after last month's viewer vote, she is now, of course, called Slow Barbara. And don't panic, even though it is December, Babs here doesn't actually hibernate. Let's say hello. Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, Babs. Well,
Wait a minute. Oh no!
those are our nightly show pets, Megan, both alive and well. Back to you.
Are you taking the piss now?
We'll check in on
Yes.
them, or some very similar animals at the same time tomorrow. Now then, I hope you're hungry.
Boo,
Because
this
if not,
show
you're about to be.
sucks now.
Patrick Bannon is with Chef Jordan Rankley, and they're going to be showing us how to knock up a delicious apple pie. It's time to go into the kitchen.
Don't forget the SFX buttons.
That's right, and I'm joined here by
Oops.
Chef Jordan Rankley. Welcome to the Nightly Show kitchen. How does it compare to the kitchens you're used to?
I love the colours. It's vibrant. It's fresh. It's a shame about all the arseholes. Yes?
Sorry?
What?
So, you own 6 restaurants, you've been awarded 9 Ballon Massifs across your career, and you've worked alongside the best chefs in the world. Tonight you've got me. Oh, are you worried?
Am I fucking worried? Are you worried? Are you fucking worried?
Yes. So, what are we making today, chef?
So, we've got a family over for Leaders' Day. They're hungry. We're going to make them a delicious apple pie.
Ooh, lovely.
It's got sweetness. It's got the acidity of the fruit, and then get the richness of that pastry incredible.
Wow, okay, so where do we start?
So we've got to start by making our filling. So we've got about 1 kilogram of fresh cooking apples here. Fucking
I
beautiful.
missed the
And we're gonna slice them up perfectly.
resistance.
And then
Fuck!
pan.
I didn't know siding with the government would make shittier TV. No!
New show, Demon Kitchen Heart Eater, starts on Friday.
I didn't know,
here
man.
On Channel 1, so
I just wanted the
Tell us
money.
about
I
that.
have nothing to spend my money on
Teams of young
because
chefs
all
win
TV is
competitions,
shit.
and one by one I destroy them emotionally. And if there's time, I teach them some basic knife skills. Fuck me, Patrick. What are you doing?
what?
Shit. Is that how you cut? Fuck, you'll lose a fucking finger.
Don't worry, I've got spares. Right, so once we've done that, we set these aside whilst we make the pastry. Yeah.
This future is hell. This is the true hell.
Yeah? Okay. Sugar, butter.
Yeah.
We mix that together and then a whole egg.
Okay.
What are you doing, you fucking donkey? Are your brains the size of that fucking egg?
Oh, no, chef.
No. Shit. Right. Mix that with a wooden spoon and work in that flour, okay? Work that into a nice ball of dough, just like that.
So, what does the notoriously fierce Jordan Rankley do to unwind?
Shit the bed.
Yeah.
What's that? What is that?
Well, it's a bit lumpy. but-
Lumpy? It could fucking pass for a sack of spuds. Touch that. Touch it. Yeah? Pathetic. That goes into chill. Now, we're mixing our filling.
Okay.
Apples, sugar,
Yes.
cinnamon.
Ah, so, oh, you own 6
You already
restaurants
said that.
across
This government
5
TV
countries.
sucks.
Which is
Boo!
your favourite?
Are you mixing
Boo!
it? Fucking
What?
Boo!
candle. Take it out to dinner. Fucking mix it for fuck's sake. Right. Now we're rolling out 2/3 of our pastry. Bit of flour
Boo!
into the dish.
And the filling goes next, right?
Absolutely right. Oh, lovely. Then we're taking the remaining pastry, rolling that into a round, and that goes on the top.
That's weird.
Use
Lovely. Okay.
right. Brush a bit of water around the rim.
Right. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now press gently all the way around. And we're cutting 5 slashes very carefully for the steam. And then brushing the whole thing with a beaten egg.
Lovely. Okay. Egg. Ta-da! What do you think?
Oh my god. You, come here. Come here, you. That's a disgrace. I'd rather jam my eyeballs up my fucking arse than look at that. I'd rather use my
Oops,
tongue to
yeah.
tie my shoes after a fucking shit-kicking contest. Do you understand?
Then it goes in the oven for 45 minutes.
Oh, put your fucking head in the oven while you're at it. Useless. You! Come here, you! You're the worst fucking thing to happen to food since cyanide. Do you know that? I tell you what. Fuck off! Get the fuck out of here! Fuck off!
Yes, okay, well, while I do that, let's go now to Megan and Robin, who will be announcing the winners of our competition, Visions of the Future.
I think you might be using those sound effects a little too much
Fuck
there.
up, Bozeman. Fuck off, Bozeman. It's government TV. We're fucked, alright? There is no competition. We already shot everybody. We're stuck with these fucking shows. Oh, I miss when we had whack jobs on TV. Life was good back then.
Of the future, and we were just inundated with entries, weren't we, Megan? From wacky inventions to global problem solving, they are all amazing, and we had the best time looking through each one. It was so.
I miss
fun
interviewing
narrowing
whack
it all down.
jobs.
So
Life
we
was
have some
good.
amazing runners up. In
Life
third
was better.
place, drum roll, please. We have Hamish, who's 3 from Lunwell.
Oh my god.
Still life and the future of God. And
I
it
can't.
really blew
Oh,
us
it's
away.
locked.
Just look at the line work here, and I can really feel every passionate stroke of the brush.
If you look here, you'll see a beautifully rendered, what I thought at first was a smiley face or perhaps a cat. But I think if you really look, you'll see it's actually a representation of the seeming futility of death through the eyes of the living.
indeed.
Boo!
Just leave a lot of it.
Boo!
I think is really interesting. If you know Hamish and his work, of course he loves focusing on the negative space rather than the image itself.
Stunning, absolutely stunning, and such talent from one so young, Megan. But
Boo! This is so awful.
second place entry. So second, drum roll, please. We have Keith, 41 from Dungley's. Yeah, Keith, we were sort of aiming this towards our younger viewers. But still,
Oh, keep shit on those kids. Let's go, Keith.
Ravaged Earth.
Indeed, he says in his really rather detailed notes, deprived of basic resources, society will resort to a brutal system of weekly battles to the death, where only the victor may breed. He also says at the bottom here, either that or about the same, but maybe a bit worse.
I really love his attention to detail. You can see the sort of gladiatorial arena, and then what I can only assume is Keith himself pulling off this chap's head and shouting, "Come back to me, Linda!" Oh, Keith. Maybe if you spent more time outdoors and less time entering children's competitions, she might not.
Special one there. And finally, of course, it's time to reveal our winner.
Okay,
All our
here we go.
runners-up will receive a day out at an inflatable Happy Land on an industrial estate just off the A40. Sorry about that, Keith. But our lucky winner will get a chance to spend the day at the Department of Change to see how our teammates are actually making the new future a reality every day. And the winner is, drum roll please.
Oh, happy with that.
You're 8 years old and you are from Smugly. We absolutely love your picture here. People's Parade.
Life is good.
Walking together
Fuck
in
the government.
a diversity across society.
People with all different flags, people celebrating their religion and their bodies. And there's even a game of sports board happening over here. That or some overzealous littering. It's hard to tell.
These robots having a little bit of a dance, getting involved in the party. Aren't they? This one seems to have gone a bit haywire in what I can only assume is an ominous sign of things to come. Lovely, Lola.
Well, if our winners have inspired you to make some artwork of your own,
Boo.
do keep sending them in. And yours could be displayed in our gallery here.
Well done again to everyone who took part. We're going to take a break now, but when we come back, we'll be playing the Wheel of Truth and making some lovely...
Right, from what I can tell, the machine's getting a bit worse for wear there, Alex. I expect things will be deteriorating even more in this next section.
Fuck, we're gonna be replaced.
I'm going to drop off for a moment. I've been handed some footage that needs my urgent attention.
How are you both getting home tonight?
We usually walk. My flat's not far from here.
I'm on the bus.
Not tonight. I'll get cars arranged for you both. Find me when you're done and I'll take you out through the loading bay.
I don't give a shit. Fuck. Fuck you. I don't want to do the sound effects. Me job was easier back in the day. It was easier. Now I'm just government chill. Yeah. This is where I die. But at least I'm playing the propaganda, so
More of a hot air, cold air thing.
Daily Burst
Next,
12.
This front of warm smiles heads across Territory 5, who are still under a blanket of snow. Surely there'll be celebratory snowmen there tonight, as they also hit an impressive
Whoa!
fertility peak of
23
new
births.
arrivals.
Whoa!
And finally, an
Jenny, where's Glenn? Can we get him out here? I'm not sure about this grandma one.
Oh, he's writing with our other guest at the moment.
Just wouldn't say grandma.
Grandmother?
Yes. Grandmother's arsehole. That's much better.
Okay, everyone, if I could have your attention, please. Sarah just needs a word.
Apparently there's been some sort of disturbance near the
I'm
Now,
about to
sure
get
it's
shot.
nothing to worry
Fuck, I'm
about,
about to
but
get
I wanted
shot.
to let you know that I've asked for extra security and they're already on their way.
Thanks, Sarah. Okay, 10 seconds.
Don't worry, we have the most elite Anbu guard in this place. Elites.
Last thing, and we're going in 5, 4.
Don't worry, elites are guarding this place. We're fucked, aren't we?
A bit more audience reaction would be nice, Alex.
We were just saying we can't wait to taste Patrick's pie.
I don't know. I think I could wait.
Well, here it is, fresh out the oven. Well, it does look amazing. Jordan, how did our Patrick do?
Well, as
Just say that pie's got more crust than my grandmother's arsehole.
Well, thank you for that. Well, come on, try it. Dig in. Yeah. Okay.
Fuck, this TV's terrible. Pepe Hens. Fucking government TV.
Oh, that's really something, Patrick. That's delicious.
But now you better go and get ready for that next feature.
Every night we play a game of Wheel of Truth with our celebrity guests.
Oh, it's gonna be super. It's gonna be that idiot.
And we've only got one celeb guest. Well observed,
Oh?
you as well observed. Well then, I better bring her out.
What?
Surprise guest, what do you
Wow.
think? Here she is, best-selling author, lawyer, and thinker. I mean, she's only the bloomin' team leader. It's Julia Thornbury.
God damn it! Boo! Are the terrorists gonna shoot her? Oh my god.
You look incredible. Stop it, I was just about to say the same thing. Now, don't get too comfortable. It's time to head over to Robin and Patrick as we play Wheel of Truth.
Has the audience gone to sleep? Remember the SFX button.
There's no audience. This is all sham.
Right, it's that
Why the
part of show
fuck
where
are
we
these-
pit our celebs against each other to see if we can break them?
That's right, Robin. They're gonna spin the wheel to pick a round, and it could be anything from box of flies to slap my face. They really have no idea what's in store.
So
Poor
up first we
Patrick.
have Jordan. Let's give it a spin.
Yeah, here we go.
This TV is so garbage. It's all fake.
Okay, let's see what you've landed on. Okay, it's fact or fib. Jordan, is it true that you've been known to order takeaway for a dinner party and pass it off as your own cooking?
Just one fucking time. One time. Well, I think if that pie was anything to go by, you did them a favour.
Oh, not so fast there, Julia. Fact or fib? We heard you've got a very interesting way of saving time during the laundry.
Oh my god!
Why don't you tell us about it?
You absolute no, I can't. Okay, so don't judge me, okay? What I do is, oh god, I'm going to lose my job over this.
Oh, we're all friends here. Come on.
So I only have one bra, okay? And so one day
We're joining the resistance after this. I need Jeremy back. Fuck this show! We're gonna lose all the raid. Are you serious? Fuck.
Sort you out.
Are you blushing, Patrick? Is all this talk of bras embarrassing you?
I mean, I'm not blushing.
It's government TV. The government have taken over, and yes, and this is the prime minister, so we can't make her look bad. So it's gonna be dumb as shit. Boo! Boo! So we get this shitty government TV now, comrade.
It's just that face. I'm going to show you a picture, and you simply have to.
Is it gonna be the dead guy? Come CJ, Summer Star, welcome back 95 months.
Julia. Oh, who's that?
Oh my
Welcome back with a tier 2.
Is that
Fuck!
It was a very difficult time, fashion.
It was fucking hilarious.
No, don't.
Boo!
The mullet is as popular now as it's ever been.
Oh, well, don't get too ahead of yourself.
We have to suck up to the PM or else we get killed.
Oh. Is this? Does that look familiar at all?
Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad I was getting fashion advice from someone who managed to make 7 look like 85.
See, I look like I'm haunting that fucking place.
When are the terrorists showing up to shoot us?
Let's have another spin.
Boo! This show is terrible.
It's my go, Patrick. Go on. Sorry, I'm so keen. Oh, well, you're in for a treat.
Yeah.
It's fact or fish.
So, boo!
Under your podiums, you will find a lovely fish smoothie. Now,
I'm going to ask you both a question, and all you have to do is answer it honestly, or else you'll have to drink the smoothie. Okay?
Okay.
Are you ready for the question?
Yes.
Here we go. Which of your esteemed hosts is the more talented one? Oh, what a cop out!
How is it? How is it?
Fucking neutral. Oh, we made it extra fishy.
I need my fucking mouth. Do you know how much these taste buds are worth?
Well, we've got time for one more quick spin, so go, Julia, go!
Boo. Boo.
Okay, so, Julia, take a look in that box under your desk there.
How about she's fired? Uh-oh. Oh, well, she's gone.
Lord Cheeks is trying to get in on the game. Oh, bless him.
Julia, what have you got in that box? It's not cheese, is it? Cheese! It's not cheese!
Just balls. What am I supposed to do with these?
Well, give it a go for us.
But I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing.
Come on.
You're all fired. Fuck, we're all fired. Whatever, it's a mercy kill at this point. Where's the sniper? Sniper. When's the sniper putting a bullet in my skull? The sniper's like, I'm not doing it. You deserve this. Damn you, sniper. Take the shot.
Our game of Wheel of Truth, and my God, wasn't that fun?
Where's the sniper? Sniper! Shoot me!
With SFX, less is more, Alex.
That's right, you join me in Crafty Corner, where today I'm going
It's like
to
in
aid
phone
you
booth. Shoot me! Shoot me!
Dinner down, I can still smell that fish. Well, to be honest, I've had worse. I used to eat at Peter Clement's house.
Oh, well,
Or
I hope
Peter
you've got your
Clements,
artsy
puppy
hat on,
hands.
because today we're going to be making something very close to my heart. It's our little studio. Look at that. Isn't it adorable? All of us there on the
Snipers, take the shot!
Oh, is that all you in there?
Yeah, it is. If we can just get a little zoom in, there we are. Oh, I don't know about you, Julia, but I always leave my holiday shopping to
I do it every year.
Shoot, take the shot, sniper! Just take me out. Yeah, maybe the sniper shot himself. We're gonna see the sniper spawn. The guy's dead. He put a bullet in himself.
Perfect, will do.
Are you big celebrators in your house, Julia?
Yes, no, in my house we show our love through food, like big dinners, loads of drinks.
Right, that's the best bit.
Oh my god, these government shows are terrible.
Along the line there. Do be careful with the scissors at home. Make sure you're being supervised if you are a child.
I'm waiting for a bullet to go in me right now.
Okay, so it's going to look a little something like this, and I've got one here I made earlier. We painted it with a bit of poster paint, white to match our lovely curtains here in the studio, but you can obviously have whichever backdrop you
Oh
want.
my god.
Shiny gold number.
Well, exactly right. So we're going to make bits of our set now to put in the studio, perhaps a little desk. So I'm just going to grab this piece of card. I've just got it from a little cereal box.
Remember when we had news and it wasn't arts and crafts? Fuck this TV station. Are we all getting fired?
Fabulous.
Fuck. I have no family, no job now. It's fucking over. I'm suffering here.
You would have to think about it.
Remember when we did the news? Life was good.
Potato pie.
Potato pie, I don't know that one.
You know, with the chips covered in the mash or wrapped up in a jacket potato. That just means it better. That sounds starchy.
Well done, Julia. So now she's folding over a little bit there. What it's going to look like at the end is this little rectangular shape there. And we're going to pop it in the middle. Bit of sticky tape on the back there so it sticks down. Now we need a sofa. That's what we need next. We're going to make that out of a lovely paper cup.
Knocking
Fun down
everything
there,
over.
knocking it all over.
Megan,
Good, fantastic. Just going to cut along the line here, down the middle.
Sposeman, are you gonna shoot yourself? Can you let me borrow your pistol after this?
Around the top. Well done. When you're done,
oh, there we go.
Let me borrow the gun after.
and
what I've done there? I've stuck some felt down. Nice and comfortable sofas.
Yes, can't have our tiny Megan having an uncomfortable sofa, can
Well,
we?
absolutely not.
She'll be on the phone to her tiny agent and getting someone tiny fired. Higher caliber of guests.
Oh, we have to talk about
So
all our
what
jokes.
we've done to make our little people is we've stuck a cocktail stick into a bottle cap. We just need a face for that now. I've got a good one here. I know it well. It's me. I'm gonna stick it down there. A little bit of sticky tape. Oh, my felt's going everywhere. There we go. Oh, I'm a bit lonely. Let's take Robin and Patrick over. Sitting down on the couch over there.
There you go. And well, I'll make myself as comfortable. Just
And these, of course, are all made and cut out of our favourite newspapers or magazines, so you can have any guests you like. Do you have anything else you like in the studio?
Oh yes, well, I'm going to be playing Wheel of Truth with Ronnie from Heatrash. Yes, put that away. Yes, he's going to be teaching me choreography, and I'll be teaching him foreign policy.
Boo!
Decorate them however you want. Perhaps you're a bit, I don't know,
The government TV.
nostalgic for the old look of our studio. We've got the blue studio down there.
Oh, we got
Or
the. I
even
need
the
Jeremy.
red.
Retro.
I've got Sheila Quickstep being interviewed there by.
Jeremy.
Sorry, that's.
Jeremy Sarah!
The sheer. This has to be seen.
I'll be on the couch of chat talking to some of you, and I just cannot wait.
Alex, listen to me. I've seen what's on this footage twice. It needs to be broadcast. Nothing else matters. I'll try and get it queued up for you. Be ready.
Is Bozeman fucking turning on us? Wow, Bozeman? Even Bozeman's ditching us. Is it time to take Bozeman's job before I too realize how awful this world is?
Skater skirt in dark blue with white sweetheart blouse.
Remember when we had funny ads?
When we'd met in the woods and I'd allowed him to frolic in my glades.
It's an honest account of
I'm
my
waiting.
childhood.
Fuck! I'm waiting for a sniper! Sniper, take the shot!
The world, I realized, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict the perils of being the poorest
Like this shit.
22 cassette tapes. You can experience a childhood under the old regime, and like me, understand why we can never go back.
Oh, the horror. 15 minutes before
It does look all fancy. Ugh, too fucking comfy. Signals up. Let's get set.
I'm just saying it's my fucking parking space.
Well, I didn't see your name on it. Oh, grow up. Was the extra step from your car just too much?
Bollocks. You've got the nicer dressing room.
And you always get the pastries first, but you don't see me bitching about it.
Absolute rubbish.
We both know why you want the closest space.
That's 10 seconds.
This is insane. Does that even what do you mean? Just listen, it's a punishment.
You're going in 5, 4, 3. Welcome back to the Nightly Show. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Julia Salisbury.
Later on, we're going to be unveiling an incredibly important piece of music. But first, it's time to get comfy here on the couch of chat.
Every night we sit down with our guests and put
Fuck
your questions
Julia!
together. Tonight our guest is Julia Salisbury.
Boo!
That's me.
So, if you want to join us here on the big couch for big chat, then all you have to do is call the usual number and you could be here with us in audio form.
So, guys, I was on my way to work today, driving along, and a huge song came on the radio. Let me be your toaster.
Oh, popped up to say I love you.
Exactly. So I'm singing along, having the time of my life. The song ends, and the DJ goes, "Gosh, a real golden oldie there." And at that moment, I just wanted to burst into flames.
Oh, but your ancient bones were just too dry.
No, guys, this is serious. Honestly, I think I'm too old for the music charts.
So tonight, we're talking about what are you too old for? First on the line, we have Simon Dempsey from Dallington.
Hi, Juliet. Simon here.
Hi, Simon.
What are you getting too old for, Simon?
Bullshit.
Uh-oh.
That is what you said. Okay, well,
Honestly, I find this all the time. It's getting harder and harder to play these games. I just want to shout, "Shut up!" to the cabinet ministers constantly.
Oh, well, I think we can all relate to that.
Everyone else find themselves on dates, wishing you could skip all the small talk and just get to the point.
Oh, don't call it that on my show.
No, you know what I mean.
Well, next up we have Paula from Stopford. What are you just too old for?
Oh, yes, I should think you probably are.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but sometimes I'm up 14 times a night.
It's coming, love.
Well, that's something to look forward to.
Thanks for your call, Paula.
I think I'd stop drinking liquids after midday.
Next, we should have Desmond on the line. Desmond, are you there?
Dwow.
Yeah, I want to know when we'll get our elections.
Uh-oh. Dwow.
Oh, sorry.
Dwow.
We just cut him off.
Cut
next
her
caller.
mic. Cut the mic.
Perfectly.
Uh-oh. Yes, she's gonna put her shoe in her mouth. Here we go.
Am I right in saying, Desmond, that you disagree with some of our policies?
Uh-oh. Monkus.
Absolutely right.
No, Desmond!
Completely understandable, but are we not safer? Crime is down and we're healthier than ever.
That might be true.
Well, it is true. We're
Find him. We'll
more
find this
educated,
Desmond.
less likely to be in poverty, happier.
Yes, true. But we should be able to choose our own governments.
I agree with you completely. But the system can't be trusted. We still see that around the world. The elites living in the pockets of corporations, pushing their ideologies of division, hatred, and greed. And we see the uninformed millions return them to power against their best interests again and again, seduced by the lie that they can be a winner of a game that they'll always lose.
Right. Well, thank you.
Perhaps there will be a time where you no longer need us, but sadly, it's not now.
Thank you, Desmond. Wow.
Fucking hamster.
Tomorrow on the show, we're thrilled to announce we'll have another new pet. We'll be asking you to send in your ideas for names, so get your thinking caps on. But before we go tonight, it's time for an important announcement.
Fuck.
Thanks, Megan. Well, as you can't have failed to notice, last year we asked you to send in your entries for the National Anthem writing competition. Well, our judge...
That's acclaimed film score composer Jonathan Williamson, of course.
Yes, Jonathan has been beavering away for the last 6 months listening to every single one of them. And I am pleased to announce that tonight we have a winner!
Yes, entries have flooded in from across the territories. And the standard this year has been incredibly high.
Some of you went for slightly off-centre ideas. So before we announce the winner, we thought you'd like to hear a few that didn't quite make the top spot, but which...
Shoot us, sniper! Sniper's dead, sir. Fuck. Fuck! Shoot the fuck! Shoot us! Bomb us! Shoot us. Where's the sniper? Sniper! Take the shot!
Bless her. I mean, I could have done better, frankly. I was too short, isn't it? Clearly. So,
Well, maybe you should have entered, eh, Patrick?
But you did, didn't you, Patrick? More than once.
48 times, actually.
Crikey, you put in 48 entries.
Well, I didn't win, did I? I didn't even get shortlisted for these extracts.
Well, there were a surprisingly large amount of entries, so try not to take it too personally.
Oh, I'm not taking it personally. I'm absolutely fine with it.
Next up is this runner-up from Mariah Oversing, who lives right here in the capital.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
That's a little bit indulgent, isn't it? Really? I think someone needs to lend her a consonant.
Yes, Jonathan enjoyed the performance, but felt it might not work in a choral context.
And it wasn't just soloists who entered. Some of you banded together.
I see what you did there.
Thank you. Including this entry from the Arsminster Old Town Brass Band, which they called Harps for the People
Arsminster.
in B flat minor.
We all miss Jeremy. Even an old Patrick, this new actor for Patrick just doesn't do it.
Are you kidding now? Jonathan thought it was catchy but lacking in meaning.
That be all of my ones. I mean, it didn't even have any words, really, did it? And finally, a special mention to a band called Throbbing Death Stick of Satan for this impassioned entry.
Oops.
Great.
Yes. Jonathan was impressed with the passion and musical need to be of the piece.
Sorry, is this some sort of joke? Don't keep us in suspense any longer. Let's find out who won.
Well, after 6 arduous
Oh, I
months
know
of
who
shortlisting,
won.
Jonathan surprised us all by his own
Whoa!
entry, of course he did, which is entitled simply Anthem.
And joining us to sing it tonight is acclaimed classical singer Helen Judge.
Helen Judge.
Hi, Helen. Welcome to the Nightly Show. It's an enormous pleasure to be here, Robin. And you are a
Oops, I forgot to clap.
example of how life begins at 30, I believe. It would appear so. Because not only are you one of the most respected choristers in the territories, that's incredibly kind, but you are also author of Leaving Gregory, the autobiographical best-selling piece detailing how you left your horrible husband to pursue your dreams. I've read it, and I've got to say it's inspiring stuff. So, gosh, thank you again. Yes, I just want all women to know it's never too late to walk
Boo!
away.
Boo!
New life. Speaking of stubborn
Shoot us.
stays,
Where's Bozeman? Did Bozeman already shoot himself? Bozeman's dead.
You see, once the book came out, he became pretty much unemployable. He begged for me back. I refused, of course. I didn't want him lazing about all day, so I keep him as my assistant. To be honest, he's about as useful as a cardboard asshole. Oh, there you are. Where's the book? Oh, for God's sake. Do you think I called you out here for your charm? Go and get the book, Greg. This is why I don't pay you! Do you see what I mean? Cripes, yes. So I just wanted to give a special mention to the Capitol Symphony Orchestra, who perform on the backing track that we'll be using tonight, and to the Grizzleford Male Voice Choir, who provide the gorgeous harmonies you can hear in the chorus. And finally, I just want to thank Jonathan Williamson for writing such an inspiring melody, and for flying me out to his villa for the weekend so we could really explore the piece together from his hot tub. He even let Greg set up a tent in the grounds, didn't he, Greg? But it's too late. Moment's gone.
Well, we have been practicing all day, so I think we might join in on the chorus if that's okay.
I'd be delighted.
I've queued it up on screen 3. This footage, I'm not going to lie, if you play it, there will be no undoing that decision. Advanced won't like it. Trouble will be a holiday destination in comparison to what we'll be in. But I think it's the right
Fuck
thing to
that.
do.
Fuck that.
Make your choice, Alex.
Alright, time to be a stooge. Time to be a stooge for the rest of my life. Oh, it's a hit piece on her.
Alex, I trust you had your reasons, but that footage, if I didn't like it so much, you would be out that door in a heartbeat. But what's done is done, and now we have to live with your decision. I hope we can.
Oh, was it? Oh, it was her murdering the old guy, right? I'm assuming. Oh, so if you play it, I'm pretty sure it is the footage. Was it him sitting down with the old guy? Don't worry, we committed to the sand, and I'm curious why they keep wanting me to switch. I wonder if they expected a player to commit. I'm fucking committing. Government stooge, alright? Is this where I shoot myself? My job here is done. Yeah, I'm assuming it was what happened to the old guy. Because what other damning footage could there be? I really don't hope I don't have to go through the entire thing if I redo this day just to see the other end. Otherwise, it's YouTube time. God, this day was rough. Can we just have an ending scene where my brains are all over the controls? He's dead, sir, and no one takes my job again. What happened to the last 3 guys who had the job? Ah, they all blew their brains out. Finn. You guys say Finn. Fuck the government TV. I just wanted to commit to the end and I lost everything for this ending. I didn't want to fucking chicken out. I lost everything. My family, my dignity, my brain cells. I lost everything. I just wanted to see it to the end. I was stubborn like that. Our son, I don't even know where our son is anymore. Does he just not talk to me? It's over. This is my punishment, my sin. This is my sin for committing to my choice. I don't know if the game has debated routes. Like, I don't know if you get this day regardless of your choices. Because, like, it's really weird to give you another choice to finish off Advance or Betray them. But I'm so fucking far in on this route. I hope you can live for your decision, bang, in the next 6 minutes. Oh, fuck off, lady.
Keeps me motivated to do the best job I can. And the answer is always the same.
Sniper! Take the shot! Sniper! Sniper's dead, sir. He shot himself.
Clement told you all it ends today. And he was right. It was an end to struggle. An end to helplessness, an end to a life abandoned by the institution set up to help you. In the uneven past, you were alone on a mountainside, but now the team has its arms wrapped around you. Like a mother, the team
shoot me, kill me.
Like a father,
it's like the fly, kill me.
The bitter night. The team loves you. What's best for you.
Kill me.
Unlike a parent, the team will never abandon you.
Kill.
And you will be safe in our warm embrace until the end of time. My name is Julia Salisbury. And you're safe with me.
There we go, this must be the end. Fuck.
And we're out. Great show, everyone. See you on Monday. Helen, we must talk.
Oh, of course.
Have a little do at the mansion, just a couple of 100 moves and shakers. You must come and perform.
Thought we're all equal, Pepe Hens. Thought we're all equal.
So what happens now?
Well, do we still have jobs?
Jenny, did you know about this?
It's news to me.
Fucking Jenny.
How can she be an anchor? She's never even been a reporter. But maybe they'll make you culture correspondent.
Yeah.
Too soon.
Human interest reporter. Go, 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 go.
Chin up. Tomorrow's another day. You know, I backed her all the way. I know you did. And what about Bozeman? He's
Hey,
supposed to be my
Blue's
friend.
brains out.
I know he is. They're going to demote me. Seems that way. They want to get rid of me, Jenny.
And yet, you persist.
Finn. Don't Finn me. Don't Finn me. How do I skip back to that one? Following a box top failure, the automated Lawrence Blunder sat 30 strips to living as a talking clock. Jay Zeus taking time away from the spotlight and musical journey of self-discovery at his parents' house. Little C's career moved from strength to strength. She recently released a line of scented candles and a sex tape. Junior employment opportunity schemes now offered in 131 countries. Barry Nails is now CEO of the Northern Region. Tats abounds. Last surviving member of the expedition team named themselves Dabra Corazon died wearing a mask made of face. Former leaders found unity in death, sadly evaded him in real life. There's a lot of spelling errors. Find a mysterious golden ticket in his bag and bowl. Johnny Hemsley is embarked on a series of unlikely adventures. Now lives in magical curry factory, the Roald Doll. Finn. Say Finn. No one said Finn. I said Finn. Okay. Now what? Fuck. Is this gonna be? Is it gonna show a shadow of me hanging? What about my job? Fuck. I lost my job, didn't I? Oh, it's gonna show my body hanging.
Julius Salisbury. First, as always, let me remind you that it is our duty to build the biggest team that we can. The bigger the family, the bigger the team. I know many of us are concerned by the shrinking population of the
We're
territory.
dead.
And I won't lie to you. The worst is yet to come.
Wow,
A
everything's going to
crisis
shit.
unlike any we've faced is almost upon us. Unless we all come together as a community to rebuild. That's why today I am announcing the advance baby bonus.
Oh, progress
We will
bonus!
actually pay you to have children. That's right. For every child born to your family, we will give you cold, hard cash. Loads of it. So please, try again. For all of us. But now, in Culture Corner with Megan Wolf, a band who embody family values. It's the Conceivers with their #1 hit, All Night Long.
Not inevitable advance in 1 out of 14 epilogues. Better Jeremy. Under new management, chaos reigns, middle ground, wacky fun.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawn.
What was this? Uh-oh. Bad end. We lost everything. Everything. What level is this?
Alex Winston, it's Bozeman here, your boss. It's come to my attention that you've replaced Dave in the control room, and your performance so far has been mostly adequate. However, I'll need to observe myself to check you're up to snuff, and to that end, you'll now be mixing an old recorded broadcast.
Oh, I
You
see.
can do the job to my set.
I see. It's a bonus level. I think it uses old footage. Remember when Hugh was on the show? Life was good.
Good evening. I'm Megan
Fuck.
And I'm Jeremy Dawn. Our main headlines tonight.
That's a different one.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
What a wild ride this has been. Well, that's a very blunt question.
I don't know if this is the part right. It's part 3, right? Okay, we can play that tape and then we can all blow our brains out if it doesn't work. Me and Bozeman will die. Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can wait. Okay.
I've seen what's on this footage twice. It needs to be broadcast. Nothing else matters. I'll try and get it queued up for you. Be ready.
She does look awfully comfy.
Is there a way to speed everything up or no? Not in this game. Fuck.
Signals up. Let's get set.
I'm just saying it's my fucking parking space.
Well, I didn't see your name on it. Oh, grow up. Is the extra stuff from your car just too much?
You got the nice addressing room.
Nah, it appears that early on in it, but yeah, I'm not sure if there's a way to speed it up, sadly.
That's 10 seconds.
Yeah, it makes playing the
You're going in 5,
repeated playthroughs a little bit harder.
3. Welcome back to the Nightly Show. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Julia Souls.
Wait, was it here?
Unveiling an incredibly important piece of music.
Oh,
But
okay, it
first,
was.
it's time to get comfy here on the couch of chat.
Every night we sit down with our guests. and
Wait,
put
how?
your
What
questions
time
to them.
frame was it?
Tonight our guest is Julia Salisbury. That's me.
That was
So, if you want to join us here on the big couch for big chat, then
Oh,
all you
yeah.
have to do is call the usual number, and you could be here with us in audio form.
Can't boo because this thing get taken off the air for too low.
Today, driving along,
Yeah.
and a huge song came on the radio.
Yeah, it'll be on screen 3, but
Oh, popped up as you say, Exactly.
fuck, is this the future? Remember when we had nut jobs on the show arguing? Life was good, damn you. 9 minutes in, or I mean 5 more minutes of this. Fuck.
Oh, but your ancient bones were just too dry.
No, guys, this is serious. Honestly, I think I'm too old for the music.
I should get ready to do the
We're
giveaway.
talking about what are you too old for? First on the line, we have Simon Dempsey from Dallington.
Hi, Juliet. Simon here.
Hi, Simon.
What are you getting too old for, Simon?
Bullshit.
Sorry?
Bullshit. Bullshitting.
Oh, that is what you said. Okay, well, you couldn't be more obvious. Thanks, Simon.
Bye.
Yeah.
Oh, he's right though, isn't he? I find this all the time. It's getting harder and harder to play these games. I just want to shout, "Shut up!" to the cabinet ministers constantly.
Does anyone else find themselves on dates wishing you could skip all the small talk and just get to the
Fuck, I'm sneezing.
That's on my phone. No, you know what I mean.
Well, next up, we have Paula from Stopford. What are you just too old for?
Oh, yes, I should think you probably are.
Yeah, far too old.
Well, I'm not quite there yet, but sometimes I'm up 14 times a night. It's coming, love. Well, that's something to look forward to.
Thanks for your call, Paula.
I think I'd stop drinking liquids after midday.
Next, we should have Desmond on the line. Desmond, are you there?
Yeah, I want to know when we'll get our elections back.
We have to listen to this drivel again.
Sorry, just cut him off. Next caller on the
Megan,
line
it's
is...
perfectly fine. It's a perfectly
Look at
legitimate
those
question.
giveaways, really.
Am I right in saying, Desmond, that you
Ah.
disagree with some of our policies?
Absolutely right. Yes.
Completely understandable, but are we not safer? Crime is down and we're healthier than ever.
That might be true.
Well, it is true. We're better educated, less likely to be in poverty, happier.
Alright, preggers will be the key word.
But we should be able to choose our own governments.
Give me a
agree
sec.
with you completely.
Can't
But
AFK yet.
the system can't be trusted. We still see that around the world.
I think we have 6 more copies to give away of this game.
Pushing their ideologies of division.
I enjoyed it. I don't know how well the subsequent playthroughs are, is the big issue.
Turn them to power against their best interests again.
Because I can't
and
fast
again.
forward this, especially
Seduced by
the...
lie that they can be a winner of a
Okay.
game that they'll
3, 2, 1. Shadow mail. Alright, I'll roll again real fast. What do you... Actually, fuck, I better just message him right now.
Thank you, Desmond. Wow.
Hope I don't miss it.
Tomorrow on the show, we're thrilled to announce we'll have another new pet. We'll be asking you to send in your ideas for names, so get your thinking caps on. But before we go tonight, it's time for an important announcement. Julia?
Thanks, Megan. Well, failed to notice, last year we asked you to send in your entries for the National Anthem writing competition. Well, our judge...
That's acclaimed film score composer Jonathan Williamson, of course.
Yes, Jonathan has been beavering away for the last 6 months listening to every single one of them. And I am pleased to announce...
2 more minutes. Oh fuck, we have to go through the music. Fuck, I should just YouTube it. Fuck, is there really no way to fast forward at this point? Alright, just give Shadowmail
You
his.
went for slightly off-center ideas. So before we announce the winner, we thought you'd like to hear a few that didn't quite make the top spot, but which stood out in the judges' opinions nonetheless.
Exactly like this entry.
No, we have to do 3 entries. Yeah, we have to do it to the entries. Fuck. There's a fast forward. I know in archives, but did it count for this? I know archives you can fast forward, but because in this one, if you don't play the video, it just goes fuzzy. We'll see.
I mean, I could have done better, frankly. Oh, it's too short, isn't it? Clearly. So,
well, maybe you should have entered, eh?
Alright, let me give away another one.
You did, didn't you, Patrick? More than once.
48 times, actually.
Crikey, you put in 48 entries.
Well, I didn't win, did I? I didn't even get shortlisted for these extracts.
Well, there were a surprisingly large amount of entries, so try not to take it too personally.
Oh, I'm not taking
Alright,
it
let's
personally.
roll again.
I'm absolutely fine
Craigers
with
is
it.
message. Alright,
Next
3,
up is
2,
this
1.
runner-up from Mariah Oosing, who
I should be alright. Let me.
Yikes. What a powerful voice.
That's a little bit indulgent, isn't it? Really? I think someone needs to lend her a consonant.
Yes, Jonathan enjoyed the performance, but felt it might not work in a choral context.
And it wasn't just soloists who
Fuck.
entered, some of you banded together.
I see what you did there.
Including this entry from the Arsminster Old Town Brass Band, which they called Harps for the People in B flat minor.
Don't worry, we'll just do archives for this next time. Like I should have listened to Bozeman the first time.
Oh, are you kidding now? Wow.
Jonathan thought it was catchy, but lacking in meaning.
That'd be all of my ones. I mean, it didn't even have any words, really, did it? So...
And finally, a special mention to a band called Throbbing Death Stick of Satan for this impassioned entry.
What's this one? Alright. 4 more left. Oh, we lost so many ratings from that.
Crikey. Yes, Jonathan was impressed with the passion and musical
Alright,
need
3,
to be
2, 1.
of the piece.
Sorry,
Let's go Fridays.
Oh, don't keep us in suspense any longer. Let's find out who won.
Well, after 6 arduous months of shortlisting, Jonathan surprised us all by picking his own entry.
Oh, of course,
which is entitled simply Anthem.
And joining us to sing it tonight is acclaimed classical singer Helen Judge.
Helen Judge.
Alright, only 3 left now. Okay.
Hi, Helen. Welcome to the Nightly Show.
It's an enormous pleasure to be here, Robin.
And you are a walking, talking example of how life begins at
Alright, yes. Okay, here we go. It's almost time. Finally. Christ, I can't believe it was so late in this broadcast. I want to see that.
But you are also author of Leaving Gregwood, the autobiographical best-selling piece detailing how you left your horrible husband to pursue your dreams. I've read it, and I've got to say it's inspiring stuff. Soka, gosh, thank you again.
Soka.
Yes, I just want all women to know it's never
shoot
stubborn
us.
stains away and begin a fresh new life. And speaking of stubborn stains, do you ever see Gregory?
Oh, yes. Greg, come here.
You see, once
Fuck, we have to
the
do
book came out,
Greg.
he was pretty much unemployable. He begged for me back. I refused, of course. I didn't want him lazing about all day, so I keep him as my assistant. To be honest, he's about as useful as a cardboard asshole. Oh, there you are. Where's the book? Oh, for God's sake. Do you think I
called you out here for your charm. Go and get the book, Greg. This is why I don't pay you. Do you see what I mean? Cripes, yes. So I just wanted to give a special mention to the Capitol Symphony Orchestra, who perform on the backing track that we'll be using tonight, and to the Grizzleford Male Voice Choir, who provide the gorgeous harmonies you can hear in the chorus. And finally, I just want to thank Jonathan Williamson for writing such an inspiring melody, and for flying me out to his villa for the weekend so we could really explore the piece together from his hot tub. He even let Greg set up a tent in the grounds, didn't he, Greg? Well, it's too late. Moment's gone.
Bozeman, end this.
We have been practicing all day, so I think we might join in on the chorus if that's okay.
Bozeman.
I queued it up on screen 3. This footage, I'm not going to lie, if you play it, there will be no undoing that
Yes.
decision.
Yes.
Mars won't like it. Trouble will be a holiday destination in comparison to what we'll be in. But I think it's the right thing to do. Make your choice, Alex.
Helen Judge, everybody!
There's no point in trying to hide it, Prime Minister. It's a challenging situation.
But how's this happened, Thomas? I was assured that the test was 99% safe.
Wow.
Sadly, the results fell in the difficult ones.
But I don't understand, how can contraception be irreversible?
Well done, Alex. You made the right choice.
What? Wow.
Whatever happened, has happened. I will stand by you on this. That footage needed to be shown, and we'll face the music together.
And among those who do conceive, we estimate the vast majority of births will be...
Monkus.
To be opt-out contraception, a way of stopping accidental pregnancies and unwanted children.
The best laid plans of mice and men.
But I don't understand. The test was only supposed to be in Territory 1. How is it spreading across the territories?
It's in the food chain,
Wow.
It's in the soil and the seeds in the livestock, and we fear it could surely become the dominant strain.
Irreversible?
Well, we could scorch the earth, destroy our animals, we could beg for unaltered seeds and livestock from countries far geographically outside the territories.
You'd rather see us starve.
I can't argue with that assessment.
They'll hang me for this, Thomas.
It's not your fault, Judy.
No, you're right. It isn't. Can your team be trusted?
Well, they know the consequence of breaking the Official Secrets Act, if that's what you mean.
How many could do us irreparable damage?
Less than 100. All the work has been compartmentalized.
Uh-oh. You're about to be shoot.
I'll need their names.
Dwell.
This can never come out.
Dwell.
If it did, the consequences for all defensive police.
Oh, everyone's here is looking at it instead.
Have to be on the bombs then.
What?
Radiation, an unforeseen side effect of a necessary evil.
Scientifically possible given the wind patterns.
And we'll need to prepare the population. Reframe the way they view starting a family and stress the advantages of a childless life.
That is better.
Valuable when presented with a positive spin. And we'll need to accelerate the transition centre program.
It has the capacity.
I need that list of names tonight.
Is there no other way?
Can you think of one?
In time, possibly.
A luxury we sadly do not possess.
Shall I begin destroying the records?
No, the security services will take it from here. Give me a long time to close off loose ends.
Of course.
I'll expect your resignation as well, Thomas.
Obviously.
And then I suggest that you, G, and the children find a quiet corner of the territories and start a new life. Do something mundane, unobtrusive.
Thank you, Julia.
He's not making it. Goodbye, Tom's friend.
You have 72 hours. After that, I'll need to give you your names as well.
I understand.
That'll be all.
Thank you, Prime Minister.
Run! Go! 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 Kill Thomas.
Get me Adrian at the services.
Thomas didn't even make it out of the building. Tears in me eyes. Wow, this is real TV now. Well, I'm gonna leave now.
I didn't get it.
Well, I'm gonna leave.
Where did this footage come from? I mean, this footage was illegally obtained. It's falsified, clearly.
Sorry, which is it?
What?
Was it illegally obtained or was it falsified? It can't be both.
Oh, well, clearly it is.
It's both.
That footage seems to show you and your chief scientific officer,
Dr. Thomas Wellington,
discussing a problem with our food. Is that correct?
Well, how would I know? I've never seen this footage before.
What's your office, Prime Minister?
Could be anyone's office.
Dr. Wellington.
Again, yes.
And you are discussing what I think you're discussing, Prime Minister.
Well,
Could have
I
been
can't
anyone.
Mind, Megan, but I'd ask you to consider very carefully before continuing this line of questioning. Can we get the music back?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
Children.
My sister wanted kids.
We tried. So many times before Stacey.
I've always wanted a large family. 5 or 6 kids. That's how I grew up.
Watch out, Prime Minister. The women are coming.
How long have you got?
Less than 2 minutes. You got this?
I was born for this.
Prime Minister. Julia. What have you done?
To be preposterous, I haven't done anything.
The footage doesn't lie, Prime Minister.
Please, the footage does nothing but lie. It can be made to show anything, to prove any point. Surely you don't need me to tell you that. You're the territory's leading expert into massaging the facts into whatever shape we want. Why do you think you rose so high so quickly? Not your journalistic integrity after all.
Oof.
Jeremy Donald.
Pepe hands.
Look what got him.
Pepe hands. No.
Covering up the sterilisation of the men and women of the territories, Prime Minister.
Don't be ridiculous.
Is there something wrong with our food, Prime Minister?
Of course not.
Will you be resigning your position, ma'am?
How dare you ask me that?
Will there be elections now, Miss Salisbury?
Will you be compensating your victims?
Will there be an inquiry?
I am not going to dignify these conspiracy theories with a response.
How many unviable births?
Many hundreds, thousands of grieving parents.
Me
There's
children.
blood on your
Pepe hands.
Prime Minister.
Billions.
Someone have that footage analysed if there's even a chance it's falsified.
I think we all know it isn't.
I can't do this.
Helen, you have to say something. What is there to say?
We're all fucked.
It's what you do.
I want to apologise to anyone who might have been upset by what they've just seen. Fine. No, I want to apologise to all of you. Because you will have found tonight's programme upsetting. No, not
Tears
that.
in my eyes.
I don't think I want to apologise because you should be upset. You should be incandescent. You should be marching on team headquarters demanding answers. I know.
Alright, censor it.
And if the footage we've seen tonight turns out to be genuine, as I have no doubt it will, you should be asking yourself how we got here. And I think you'll conclude that it had an awful lot to do with me and people like me. People who should have been asking questions on your behalf. We were journalists, the gatekeepers of truth, and now, with this shit show. The great misdirection played out nightly, so bright and fun and shiny that you can't see what's happening right in front of your face.
Yeah, I don't know why they allow you to censor for the government after doing that.
And I thought that if I compromised a little, I could still do a lot. That it was impossible to make a change unless you were on the inside, so I bent a little.
That's me. That's me. I went along with everything.
And now the small things are all that's left. Because when the change is happening so slowly, when it's only one cut a day, well then it's easy to forget that you're bleeding. And one day there's no blood left, just dust. And celebrity chefs.
It was actually Bob we got from.
And I am sorry for misleading you, night after night. Only you can make tomorrow better. And we're out.
Finn. Still need the money for the ads, come on.
So what happens now?
all get fired, I guess.
Bozeman wants to see you all on the 15th floor.
Well, that's that then.
No. Don't rule Bozeman out just yet. He plays his cards close to his chest, and he still hasn't forgiven them for putting us into public ownership.
And don't forget, Bozeman is the one who put Jeremy in the seat in the first place.
He'd been proud of us tonight. Jeremy, wouldn't he?
Damn straight.
He'd have fucking loved it.
Tears in me eyes. Like how the other ending's just pointless. She gets demoted to culture reporter. Tears in me eyes. Tears in me eyes. I think there's a different end until the epilogue is here. This was one of the or different epilogue, yeah. Just say Finn. No one said Finn, sir. I said Finn. These are the there were choices earlier and then the tapes. Or yeah, it was A or B. You picked A or B for the choose your adventures, so I could have had those guys live. Instead, they died heroes, those guys. True heroes. Yeah, you could choose to have Johnny go to rehab or go worse and worse.
And the tales that you spun.
Yeah, I think the endings for those were written hastily. There's so many of them. That's why there was errors.
Top story tonight, an historic election win for Advance today as they are re-elected in a landslide victory. Prime Minister Katie Brightman looked triumphant as she thanked a record number of voters for returning her to office for a third term. Approval ratings are through the roof for the politician, who initially ran on a ticket of universal basic income and free education, and who was responsible for the peaceful transition of power back to the now independent former territories. During the campaign, she's promised to instigate a 4-day working week.
You're mad!
Make the climate emergency
You're
a
mad!
#1 priority.
You're mad!
Speaking today, Ms. Brightman called the result a triumph for democracy and for us all. Later tonight, our political editor Robin Short will be interviewing Portia Hamilton-Mann about the donor scandal that rocked the party.
I don't know if we'll do
Good evening, I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Dawes. Our main headlines tonight.
I don't know if we'll do Stanley Paralogue. Alright, let me see. We missed a few of these. Jeremy's dead. Tears in me eyes, you saw. La Revolution.
The dreary days are over.
Yay.
The uneven past is far behind
Life
us.
is good.
The territories are expanding, with countries queuing to add their voices to the warm symphony of the new future. It's an exciting time, but there's one thing missing, and that's where you come in. Advance are calling on talented, creative people from across the territories to submit their most stirring creations as entries in the United Territories Anthem Slam. We're looking for a new song for the new future, something that speaks from and to your hearts. An original composition of cooperation
Bring back
and
Neil.
cohesiveness.
I
A
miss
song of
Crazy Neil.
solidarity for a steadfast society. No previous songwriting experience is required. All you need to do is record or notate your anthem and, if possible, arrange it for a modern 39-piece chamber orchestra.
Is there an
or
Alex
44
split?
horsepower.
Is that another
The
choose?
entries will be judged by acclaimed composer Jonathan Williamson.
I sort of
for
wanted
the
to go back
soundtracks
and
to
save my family, but yeah, I think you
automated
can't fast forward the rest of the game, right?
Space Opera, Parts 1, 2, and 5. So why not put on your composing
Yeah, so we'd have to
trousers,
load from the heat
sharpen your
wave.
music stick,
So I guess our mother would be dead. I took a pillow, tears in me eyes.
31 page
Yeah, split
entry
Jeremy and
form at
Alex.
your
Yeah.
nearest team offices.
Tears in me eyes.
Because
Pretty
I'm
sure the
not
Alex one's a bad end,
Because
because
I'm
if you
mighty
play his
now.
tape is awful. Okay. Tears in me eyes. Me eyes. Alright, while you guys suffer through that, I'll be right back. This is probably garbage too. God damn. It's not November, it's fucking
Songs of the new future.
So I'll be right back.
Stefano Arrivederci. Lil D.
What are you hiding inside your heart? Ooh, mask. What are the secrets of your recent past? How well do you know your neighbor? How well do you know the people down the
Hippity Bob.
So much better, so much better. You gotta go to better meds. So much better, so much better.
Fuck these clothes.
Warble tongue.
we can take the pressure off our family. So look me in the eyes and say our last goodbyes. I'll unburden me. I'll unburden you and you'll unburden me. We can take
Songs of the new future. In record shops across the territories. From Friday.
Okay. Hey, do I even care about some of these? Let me see, what is this one?
Although the fighting has long passed, the dark
The
clouds
wow
of war
monkeys.
still loom over our united lands. And we all know who forced our hand.
We're gonna
The
blame
tyrants
minorities.
of the world would spread their oppression to our team. Their war has denied us the right to our children, even as they still refuse to feed their own. But they have underestimated us. Although they may
Captain
have
Burger
scarred
returns from
our
work by
bodies,
37
they
months.
will never damage our will or break our mutual bonds. Birth rates may be challenging, but happiness is everywhere. Satisfaction
He was
radiates
okay.
from every metric. We are producing more and faster than
I've
ever
not
before.
seen Trolley Prom. I don't even know what it's
More
about.
time to focus on our inner lives, for leisure, for art. We have less stress, and we are healthier than ever. Our new future is
Comrades.
secure. We are strong together, as a community, a team, safe from the divisive despots beyond our borders for whom cohesiveness is an alien concept. Every day,
Short
across
moral
these
quiz
territories,
game,
neighbors support neighbors, and friends reach out to friends, strengthening and protecting each other through cooperation, through unity, as one.
Oh, it's mixed. Come on, you're suggesting a 64%. I'm assuming it's mixed because it's, just, yeah. Okay, they're all shitty. Okay. Yeah. Here we go.
Seven years ago, you decided you wanted radical change.
In a landslide, you elected Advance.
We've been through a lot since then.
Life was good.
Sanctions, war, sterility, rebellion, and the loss of those we love.
Good men, good damn
But
men.
through it all, there has been one constant.
You and your unshakable support.
And so,
We thank you.
for every citizen lifted out of poverty,
We thank you.
How did all of you
every
guys play
person
that
in
game?
pain who
It
achieved
has
a
a
peaceful
60% on Steam, which is really bad.
For every child who found safety, purpose, and friendship through go-getters,
We thank you. For every mind and heart
Oh,
bettered
you guys just watched
instead
it, I
of
see.
punished. We thank you.
Oh, the streamers played it. Yeah, it's a streamer
safer
game.
streets,
Our great cohesion.
and our brighter future.
Yeah, they always insult you regardless of your choice.
You took a chance on
I
us
see.
in the
I
uneven
played Stanley
past.
Parable a long time off stream, but
You stuck with
that was
us
like 2014 or 15. That was a long time ago.
And now,
Fuck these propaganda
We will stick
ads.
with you.
Fuck.
forever.
They last forever, these
New
propaganda
future.
ads.
advance. And you,
Fuck.
a permanent arrangement.
See, it wasn't the morality or anything that caused me to hate Advance. It was their fucking lame ass fucking ads. They took away Crazy Neil for this shit. Crazy Neil,
Good
that
evening. I'm
CEO
Dahlia
chick.
Farwell, and welcome to the Daily Forecast. Starting off here in Territory 1, make sure you wrap up warm because we've got lows of 5 or 6 degrees. But as we head towards Leaders' Day later in the week, there's a 100% chance of festivity, as we saw
I mean, their
42
game shouldn't be
births today,
$10
a daily
pro
record
trolley
of
problem
4%
game, right?
fertility.
Is it even worth $10?
Dwarfed, however, by a massive 9%.
Publisher
fertility rate
Yogscast.
here in
Oh, it was a
Territory 2, who saw an
scammeroni.
unbelievable
Wah.
191 births today. Though a nasty cold snap brings bitter winds overnight.
Imagine
So not all
Vampire
sunshine
Survivors
and
is
rainbows.
$3 and Trolley Problem is 10.
No rainbows in sight over territories 3
Not
and
terrible,
4,
3.
as a Category 2 storm warning means we advise our residents to spend their Leaders' Weekend indoors. Though we're sure the happy parents of the 12 new children in Territory 3 will be thanking their lucky stars for an excuse to stay home. Though, of course, nothing to do with stars, more of a hot air, cold air thing. Next, this front of warm smiles heads across Territory 5, who are still under a blanket of snow. Surely there'll be celebratory snowmen there tonight, as they also hit an impressive fertility peak of 23 new arrivals. And finally, an honourable mention to our team members of T7, with a stunning result showing 146 births and clear blue skies. Though be sure to grit your driveways, as we will hit freezing temperatures overnight.
So
And
Trolley
that's all for your
Problem is
daily
literally
forecast
just
tonight.
questions,
As
right?
always,
Is there
we'll
nothing
be
else in
bringing you a more
between?
specific
How's it
rundown of the
$10?
numbers in your area later this evening as you join your regional news team in your territory. I'm Dahlia Flywell, wishing you and all our
Yeah,
precious little
$10
team
is
members a good
insanely
night.
high, and some of you guys wouldn't even pay $5 for Vampire Survivors. Christ, $10 for like a bad text game. I think this game is 20, right? So for a double more you could do, not for broadcast. I ignored that one, it was like daily bursts. Let me see.
I'm so
Oh, this one's
pleased to
25,
announce
never mind,
that
this
the
one's
audiobook of
25.
the first
Fucking
volume of my
Julia.
autobiography, Advancements by Julia Salisbury, is
Fucking
now
Julia.
available for all.
See?
These stories
The
from my
government
point of
went
view
to
from the
shit.
uneven past
God
are
damn
lovingly
it.
narrated by national treasure Lawrence Flundercatch.
I agonized every morning about what to wear for school.
Hmm.
Not all schools had uniforms back then, so I wondered what would best show off my emerging
We have
womanly curves. After
we
much
have
pacing
three
and I
we have
confess,
3 more giveaway copies.
I settled on the zip-back, boxy-pleated skater skirt in dark blue with white sweetheart blouse and the necklace Harry had given me when we'd met in the woods and I'd allowed him to frolic in my glades.
It's an honest account of my childhood. because
You
in the near
fucking lying
future,
bitch.
There's no need for secrets.
There was just so much injustice in the world, I realized, as Portia Hamilton Mann lured my best friend into the convertible her daddy had bought her for Easter. How had I failed to predict the perils of being the poorest postgrad at Poshborough?
Over the course of 3 compact discs or just 22 cassette tapes, you can experience a childhood under the old regime and, like me, understand why we can never go back.
Oh, the horror. 15 minutes before the most important speech of my career, and I had stained my high-cut lady trousers. Waves of nervous nausea seized me, like Harry did on that night when I let him touch me in the thicket. I thought I may cry, but fate intervened in the form of a dashing, young, up-and-coming television presenter named Peter Clement.
Alright. Fuck your shitty book, audiobook. Is that the last one? I think it was, right? Yeah, it was the last one. Let me see, we may try to save Jeremy.
Every single one of you's a bit Jesus.
We have to go back, and everyone's like, "You're mad. You're mad, sir. We have to go back."
Very blunt question.
Is it Heatwave segment 3, right? Or is it segment 2, but then you play it at 3?
Friends.
Okay, yeah.
And have confidence that the team will keep you safe.
But now you start to see it. The people never happy. It never enough.
Tears in my eyes when they nuked poor Urkistan, Ivan. And you guys are like clapping. But Ivan. Crazy Neil, let's go!
That's what I'm talking about. Cat football.
Oh, Jeremy! Feels okay.
Or a report from Grantham Downs. Even the weather be more fucking relevant than this.
Jeremy, please, just breathe. It's just something light to keep people's minds off things.
Exactly, which is wrong. People's minds should be very much on things. Christ, it's so fucking hot.
Please take your seats as quickly as you can.
I can't do this anymore, Jenny. I've had enough. That's it. This is just
10 seconds. Get over yourself, Jeremy. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself for 5, 4, 3.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News with me, your host, Jeremy Donaldson. Later, we'll be talking to the
Oh, yeah, it's
captain of the
shorter,
Territory's
too.
first cat football team, Professor Pumpkin. But first, I'm joined by 3 guests with some balmy bodily behaviours. Joining me is a woman who's been hiccuping for over 9 months. Isn't that right, Miss Piercy?
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
Good old non-government TV feels okay.
It's all a bit of a blur, Jeremy, to be totally frank.
Good old private
So I was watching
TV.
your show, and I remember seeing the news about the election, and it hasn't stopped since.
Fascinating stuff. Also here is Frankie Steampipe. Perhaps you could explain to us exactly what your physiological floorboil is.
I'm here to say it's high time people like me were respected. We're constantly overlooked in the workplace, we're whispered about on buses, and we're asked politely to leave children's birthday parties. And it's disgusting.
Good old private TV.
I'm sorry, my bowels have comic timing.
And finally, I'm joined by a man who answers every question honestly, even when it isn't aimed at him. How do you cope with that, Mr. Truman?
With a combination of booze, self-hatred, and hardcore pornography.
Is that
Not according to my therapist.
Well, in that case, let's speak to Rose. Tell me, how does the hiccuping impact you?
I get shushed a lot, which is hard. At work, they've asked me to stop answering the phones. It's really affected my confidence.
Well, I find it really fucking irritating.
Do you tend to believe your story?
Fuck no.
Actually, I've been surprised at how much support I've received.
And Frankie, why have you come here today?
Because my wife left me, and I was hoping that the fame would win her back.
We've started a group of people with ailments deemed broadly comical by society. It's called Take Us Seriously.
That's right. And we bloody well mean it.
And who's joined so far?
A bunch of fucking losers.
just us
The
so far.
losers puppy.
And how much success have you had?
Well, we've seen some real positive changes.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's been a runaway success.
Shit all. Not a single person came to our fun run, and all of our leaflets fell in the canal.
Huh. Well, Miss Piercy, some people are saying your condition was actually caused by the shocking events of that night. What do you think?
Come down, Mr. Donaldson. That's absolute rubbish.
What it'd be like to have a pair of tits.
Could you? I'm sorry, it's very hot. What was I thinking?
That you're a team fuck puppet?
No.
Or a sellout cunt?
Apologies. Just a reminder that he can't help it. And hey, if this isn't live television, then what is it?
Fuckfest of propaganda masquerading as journalism.
Right, Frankie, Rose, tell us, how can the viewers get involved with your cause?
Yes, we're holding a sponsored run in Capital Park next weekend. It's called the No Smiles 13 Miles.
No, it's called the No Laugh Half. What did I say before the show?
That it was the team pulling Jeremy Donaldson's strings.
No! I didn't say well, we may have to end that there, unfortunately. What a harmless bit of fun. Steady on!
Here we go. Here we go. We can play the tape.
We demand respect. Yes, well, later, I'll be talking to Professor Pumpkin. A ginger tabby with a world-class pair of penalty paws. Is that really necessary?
No, it isn't. Let go. Not you.
Unhand him at once.
Enough! That's enough!
Oh, gun! Gun! Huh?
What are you doing?
Gun!
Trying not to piss myself.
Oh, true, man.
Before I tell you to. Now, you in the broadcast centre, Bozeman's little scapegoat, you listen to me. You cut the ads before I tell you to, and I will kill every single person in this studio. I am thinking about what I'm doing. I've been thinking about it for a long time. We all should be.
We were the bad guy last time, alright? We have to help him. I'm not even gonna censor that.
Before it was all lottery winners and bloody cat football.
Cat football!
We are on the brink of a siege, the likes of which the world hasn't seen in hundreds of years. The enemy is at the gates, and I'm stuck here talking to these three fucking idiots.
I think my hiccups have stopped.
You three, get the fuck out of my studio. Go on, now, go, before I change my mind. Jenny, lock the doors. Lock the doors.
Yes, Jeremy.
Now. Good. Yes. Now. Right. You in the broadcast centre. Alex, you listen to me. You pay attention. Now, I'm sure you've already loaded up exactly what you're going to play in the commercial, but today's going to be a little bit different. Look to your right. Yes, really. Look to your right. There is a VHS tape, and I want you to load it into one of the machines, and when I say so, and not before, you play it. You've got about 15 seconds, so I wouldn't waste any time. Now, all cameras.
Alex, I know I've doubted your competence, but surely even you know better than to play that tape. We don't take orders from armed lunatics. Play a normal effort, or there will be consequences.
Or for now, we're going to show the other side for a bit. For a bit of fucking balance. Like the good old days. Alex, play the fucking tape. No, I don't want to hurt.
Oh, Alex, you're going to get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made the right call.
I will not hesitate to start by killing this man.
Not him.
Reset the system for the third segment. I imagine the ratings are going to be through the roof.
Oh, let's go! I love me self-free ratings.
The elderly are not a burden.
The elderly are a burden.
Crazy. And the team membership
Fuck
card
Alex.
is
Or fuck whatever his name is. Alan.
But who am I to tell you this? A voice from the shadows trying to tell you that everything you know is wrong. Why would you trust a man too scared to show his own face?
Don't switch off. Please, don't switch off. My name is Alan James, and I think that certain rights are worth fighting for. The right to keep the rewards of our own hard work. The right to be kept alive in our dotage. And the right to question our government without worrying
Fuck
what our
Alan
children will
James.
report to their fellow go-getters. I love this country. It may be what I am, and I'll fight for it. In fact, I'll die for it, if I have to. But I can't do it alone. Disrupt a growing movement,
How long?
but we need your help, your support,
How
please.
long?
Look for us, find us,
And the studio
and if you
doors
also
will
know
still
in your
locked?
heart that there is something deeply wrong in this country, join us. Resist.
I don't know.
Disrupt.
This wasn't what I planned. I mean, some of it was. I had a speech, look. But this was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off.
Okay, a lot of it's still the same, but we played the
Don't do
tape.
any more stupid things today.
How long?
You already lied.
Okay, and then they did a cut. Yeah.
Welcome back to the National Nightly News.
Here we go.
Joining me unexpectedly for
New
I very
footage
much imagine
now.
will be my last broadcast are two new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News and is someone I consider, well, a friend. And next to her is
Oh
what's
no.
your name?
Andy.
Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official.
Officer.
Sorry?
It's community cohesion officer, CCO.
And how's that feel, Andy? Being rebranded?
It's good.
That's good.
It's
It's
not
good.
about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems. The team doesn't have as many.
But it still has some.
I couldn't say.
Couldn't or wouldn't?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you?
Duh.
We'll come back to you later. Jenny?
I don't want to be on the news, Jeremy.
The ratings, oh, on like the government TV. The government TV was flat.
Jenny. Why did you join the National Nightly News team?
I always wanted to work in news.
Yes, but why specifically this program? The National Nightly News.
It was the news everyone trusted.
Was?
Is. Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
Well, there is a great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
Do I?
Saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
Yeah, you didn't know it's
About the
Alan
message, not
James.
the messenger?
Like I said, you didn't know.
No. I didn't know. The people I met were with... He wasn't there.
God,
I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry. But seriously.
Whoops.
Fucking James. You're flushing your life down the toilet for... God, I love you, Jeremy, but...
Well, we're still
He's a
going.
good speaker. He's popular in the country.
That right.
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you at home, you know it too. Meanwhile,
Harrison
I'm
Bergeron.
the guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about in shit, and Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, but what a metaphor. We are sleepwalking our way into oppression, and the news isn't saying anything. We're not saying anything.
Says who? Alan fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grantham Downs? What are
Wow.
they testing underground at Altergrave? Andy, your turn. Make yourself fucking
Duh.
useful. How many people have you brought in for consultations just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards?
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these? Not really help when it's offered at gunpoint, is it, Andy? Let me demonstrate it for you. Let me help you.
Oh, is this plates are gonna be on YouTube? I could upload
Use
to
these
YouTube
cards
later.
with my notes on it, and you'll probably digest a fact. That'd be helpful, wouldn't it, Andy? Knowing
Yeah.
a fact.
What? I don't
Do you want my help?
Yes,
Duh.
yes, wait, you say yes.
Security here, Jeremy.
Oh no, snipers!
Eat the fucking fucking news, Andy, or I'll force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
Eat it. Eat it, you fucking bully.
Jeremy, stop. They
Cheers.
will kill you. Please, don't make me watch that.
Of course. You're right. Sorry. Sorry, everyone. You can put the card down now, Andy.
Do I have to eat it? Duh.
You can go now. You too, Jenny. Fuck off over there. We're nearly done. All cameras on me.
Camera guys, you have to stick it steady.
I understand that. But before we all hand off our freedoms, should we ask to whom we're handing them over? Don't you want to know what's being done in your name? How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again. If
What?
you care.
My mother was one of them.
Someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of whose shit is this? There's a cat
Oh.
backstage dressed as a fucking goalie.
Oh, cat goalie!
Got the little gloves.
Yay! I wanted to see the cat.
Anyway,
Goalie
that's
cat.
why I arranged for you to see that broadcast from the last break. I didn't know it was going to be him, but I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's all so fucking pointless. I was going to quit tonight. Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried it. I loved the news. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
I've tried my best to be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. And I'm sorry. I've lost this fight.
Alex, think of the consequences.
I've let you down.
Please, we can't show
All
this.
of
Cut
you.
to the ads.
My name's Jeremy
Now!
Donaldson.
Do it now!
If you can, somehow. And I envy you if you can. Have a peaceful night.
Jeremy!
So, we were supposed to cut the ads to save him? Rivington Cyst! Oh! Billionaire Rivington Cyst! You need to play ads to save him? Fuck, I have to redo that part? What happens if you carry on? Does the game just go on as normal? Fuck. Really? Maybe I should just YouTube everything. No. We wanted ratings, alright? You guys always never think about the ratings. Your stations would be barely seen at airports.
Alex, you're going to get me in trouble with that. Let's hope you made the right call.
Don't switch off. Please, don't switch off. My name is Alan James, and I think that certain rights are worth fighting for.
Damn you, Alan.
Rewards of our own hard work.
Maybe I should give away games while they're doing the shooting. I think I don't have to.
Fellow go-getters, I love this country. It may be what I am, and I'll fight for it. In fact, I'll die for it.
Alright, 3 more giveaways. I may figure out the keyword.
How long?
But we need your help.
How long?
17 seconds.
Find us.
And the studio doors are all still locked?
There's something deeply wrong in this country.
Alright, we'll just make the keyword Corpa.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll roll 3 more.
I mean, some of
Because
it
we
was.
already saw this,
I have
sadly.
speech, look. But this was unexpected.
So what now, Jeremy?
It was supposed to be your day off.
I don't think it matters the framing. We're getting ratings here anyway.
How long, Jenny?
You're already live.
3, 2,
Welcome
1.
back to the National Nightly News.
Call me
Joining me
Hunter. Let
unexpectedly,
me get you your
or I
code.
very much imagine will be my last broadcast, are 2 new guests. Jenny works here at the National Nightly News and is someone I consider, well, a friend. And next to her is, what's your name?
Andy.
Andy's a policeman. Only we don't call him that anymore. He's a community cohesion official.
Officer.
Sorry?
It's,
Alright.
community cohesion
3,
officer,
2,
CCO.
1. And remember, it's Corpa's
Being rebranded?
message. Shig.
It's good.
I'm Shig
It's
11.
not about confrontation anymore. You know, the force had its fair share of problems. The team doesn't have as many.
But it still
And we'll
has
give
some.
away the last one.
Say.
Couldn't or wouldn't.
I just wanted to see the Gundams.
Christ, you're fucking useless, aren't you? We'll come back to you later. Jenny?
Alright, roll the last one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Popper 75 is the last giveaway winner.
Jenny,
The-
why did you join the National Nightly News team?
These are all codes for the game, so try it
Why
out. Boom, boom,
specifically
boom.
this program?
Okay.
The National Nightly
It's fairly enjoyable, though. Yeah, it was a weird trying to change routes. Okay.
Do you really want to quibble semantics at gunpoint?
Is there something else you'd rather discuss?
Well, there is a great big Alan James-sized elephant in the room you seem to be ignoring.
What do you mean?
I saw your face when that hood came down. You didn't know, did you?
It's about the message, not the messenger.
Like I said, you didn't know.
No.
Comrade odd one, yes.
The people I met
Comrade
He
odd
wasn't
one.
there. I didn't know it was Alan James.
I'm sorry. But seriously, Alan fucking James. You're flushing your life down the toilet.
Tomorrow might be conception
I
too.
love you, Jeremy, but
For most of it.
He's a good speaker.
He has charisma. The rabble likes him. Good old rabble.
Look, forget Alan James. There is still something deeply wrong. And you know it, Jenny. And you know it, Andy. And you at home, you know it too. Meanwhile, I'm interviewing a guest who stinks of shit. Patrick is paddling about in shit. And Robin is literally interviewing someone who collects the fucking stuff. I mean, it's not sophisticated, but what a metaphor. We are
Give me a sec.
sleepwalking our way into oppression. And
I'm
the
sort of
news is
waiting.
saying
Fuck, we have to wait 7 minutes for the shot? Oh my god.
Alan fucking James.
What are all those scientists working on at Grantham Downs? What are they testing underground?
Yeah, you're supposed to censor stuff. It's just on this scene, there's no point because you have infinite ratings for the scene because the guy has a gun.
Just because they weren't carrying or didn't have team membership cards.
Oh, well, there's other forms of identification that we will accept.
For how long?
We're just here to help.
Then why do you need these?
No help, you guys would say. Oh, Strim Chance, I was the raid earlier. Yeah, I must have missed it. My apologies. Thanks for the raid of 131 viewers earlier.
Let me
Yeah, I missed
help
it.
you.
Fuck, I wish I could speed this part up. God damn it.
You eat these
I just wanted to show him getting shot. Christ, I'll play the ads early then. Christ. Crazy Neo. Crazy Neo's back.
Security are here, Jeremy.
Eat it.
What?
Oh yeah, it doesn't last 6 minutes, so we're good. Okay.
Force it down your fucking throat.
Jeremy, stop.
Go on.
Really?
I don't know if there's an actual root split or is it?
Jeremy, stop. They will kill you.
Or does the game continue as normal after this? But except it has a bonus ending. Fuck the trolley prom. Why do you guys want shitty games? I can't believe that game is $10. And it's not even long, right? It's just a narrator and a bunch of like shitty graphics. And I guess it's not even clever, is it? It's just a shock factor game. I've played Lisa, alright?
You too, Jenny.
Now, I'd be like, meh, with the trolley problem, gun down a bunch of children, meh. I'd be like, meh. Meh, I played Lisa, I'm already messed up, meh. You're Coney and the year is 2011. You need to raise an army or else everyone will die, the continent will go unstable. Do you raise a child army? I'm like clicking that button already. Let's go, let's go.
How many people were transitioned last month? A record high. Again, if you care. Shouldn't someone ask Advance how they plan to deal with this blockade? How many years or months of supplies we have? Why aren't we asking these questions instead of whose shit is this?
I mean, if there was no narrator talking about your choices, like, would you even play it? Because it's like just text. Beat Boo 28 Summer Star and welcome, because I could do the same. Any of us could make a game like that and just claim which side's the correct answer.
I guess that just about sums it up. We are all up Ship Creek with a paddle made of Alan fucking James. Christ, it's also fucking pointless.
Alright, time to play those ads.
I was gonna quit. Take a holiday. Try something else. Out of the limelight. Maybe try having a relationship. I hear they're nice. Never tried it. I loved the news. And now, well...
God, Jeremy, don't!
Cut to the ads! Go, go,
To
go!
be honest with you, but this just isn't the news anymore. I'm sorry.
There you go, beep. Oh. Wait, does the game continue as usual after this point? Okay, so you can cut to the ads before he doesn't, EA Plus, whatever. You get 2 more achievements. Non-innocent situation resolved. Language to children. Problems interference adequately angered advance. Angered by content. Lost control of the valves. Full wages. View is okay. Now what happens? Life is good. Oh, it continues as normal. So not much changes. Yeah, so we might as well just YouTube some of the ends, I guess. Wake up, so Parlin shock. You have to edit news last night. Downstairs, find her family in the sitting room. Alright, so take a seat next to Sam. Worried about you last night, everything that happened. Are you okay? What will they do from now? Can't shake the feeling he might be right. Sam glanced at Charlie and back to you. We saw you chose to play that tape. They paused before continuing. I couldn't help wonder why. Seemed like the right thing to do. Why, I saw it get enough disruptor bad people. I can't believe you did that. Charlie's outburst seems to come out of nowhere. No one in the room's prepared for it. Do you even think about how this stuff affects people? You're a fucking idiot. Sam tries to interject. Charlie's already slammed the door. Charlie's always a bit black and white about this sort of thing. Roads were found in an impossible situation. Managed to make the right call. Throws her arms around you. You're stopping soon to make that choice. No one says what you did. I like how I ditched Sam in my end then. Deep breath, got her thoughts. Alright, yada yada. View was okay. Sign absolutely minded. Turn on the TV. Nice, you got some company. TV's playing some old Western show. It's not quite as distraction as you'd hope. You're never gonna please everyone. Yeah, so maybe we'll just YouTube some of the epilogue and then Conception 2 today. Holiday update. How am I not fired for that? Just finished up breakfast. Sam comes a postcard from Susie. Oh, she's dead. Seen most of Eric Stan. Cool plays. Hope Chippy enjoyed the gift for you. Say anything right to make an extra pair of socks. Next train to Konoslava. Well, she's dead. 1 or 2 yada yada. We saw this. Alright, love Susie. Yeah, you'd have to replay the game to change the choose your adventure choices. Why do you guys want me to pay $10 to a game that's hardly a game? But odd one, son. Trolley problem my ass.
Alex, Bozeman, your boss. We're expecting deplorables from Disrupt to hack the signal tonight. Perhaps you could leave your personal beliefs at home.
Yeah, he says the same thing, yeah.
Even if you don't care for the government, I assume you understand you have a vested interest in us staying on the air. Stay out of the orange.
Alright, I don't know if we should just do the epilogue yet. There's already, I'm assuming most of the things are the same. I don't know if the last level is the same and you just play a different tape. Alright. So, yeah, this might be it for this game. It is surprisingly long, but yeah. I was expecting the route split not to be too big because of the because of how long the game on went after the choices. Yeah, it might be YouTube time. We'll see. If the Conception 2 ends this week, we could do that Beaver game, Timberborn. But yeah, replaying through everything would be too long, sadly. So it might be YouTube time. But sir. Missing the dialogue change. Alright, there'll be one thing we'll see. Oh, it's just this. What the? Oh, I don't have power.
Skirmishes on land and sea again today as our armed forces tested the mettle of the World Council's illegal blockade. Advance's strategy of multiple small-scale incursions into the disputed zone is certainly keeping the enemy on high alert, unable to work out where or when the next strike will come.
Which King Arthur game,
Sadly,
damn you?
however, more casualties were reported
Good
today,
man.
and as the weeks and months of this war make ever more demands on our armed services, those numbers
Good
will
man.
tragically only continue
Good
to
man.
rise. Don't starve. Advance's food program moved from strength to strength today as rationing depots were opened in the last remaining unfed areas of the territory. The rationing depots have been constructed in record time, and the government's agricultural coordination strategy has seen shelves
Oh, it's
restocked
just the
with
beginning
increasing
part. Oh, I
regularity.
see.
However, with a reported rise in mental and physical health issues since the imposition of the blockade, critics have questioned whether those smaller communities which are only now starting to receive help could have been better and quicker served. 7 days to die. The recent decision to allow those with long-term health conditions to access transition centres has today been declared an overwhelming success. Previously
again,
available
also
only
said
to
it was
those
like
in their final
XCOM.
years, the expansion of the service has been met with relief by the many organisations calling for it to be opened up
Let's
to the
see, I
wider
had no
community.
idea.
With dwindling medical supplies leaving many of our most vulnerable facing
I
chronic
didn't have
pain,
time to
it
install
can
it,
come as no
sadly.
surprise that the transition centres have found themselves stretched to capacity. Populace. More than 11% of the population
Oh, no
have
problem,
thus far
thanks.
failed to register for a team membership card. A worrying statistic
Team
given
member.
that the cards are a legal requirement from midnight tonight. While applications are still open for those who like to run fashionably late, they can expect a few tricky questions from Advance. Start me up. Disrupt spokesman Alan James held an impromptu rally today in the northern city of Mankipool. Large crowds
Oh,
gathered
this
to
is
hear the
slightly
band
different.
speaker prove Disrupt are still able to capture the public's imagination. A representative from the Mankipool Community Cohesion Team described the event as mostly peaceful, but it looks like Disrupt aren't going quietly into the night. And finally tonight, our mutual friend. Bail was denied in the High Court today for
There we go.
shamed former National Nightly News anchor Jeremy Donaldson. The presenter will be transferred to new lodgings at Penton Ridge Prison, while the lengthy preparations for his trial, which is still 18 months away, begin. Following his very public breakdown on this programme 10 weeks ago, the once loved presenter was disarmed and taken into custody by the Community Cohesion Team. Let's hope doctors can help the once great man. But first tonight, with the war about to enter its 21st week, I'll be chatting with Peter Clement live in an exclusive team talk from his home in Lancashire. Don't go away. You won't want to miss a second of tonight's National Nightly News.
All right.
Oh, is this a thing now? I think they just want to control
I just want to see what they're saying.
Except when he begins a sentence with "As me old man."
Oh, I see.
If something will happen, I
What happens when you
promise I would
lose?
know about it. Because I'm the fucking...
Oh, you get turned off. I see. Hassan showed too much photos not for broadcast. Use the lights, smile, help you. Okay. But it's likely we'll do YouTube the epilogues. Just say life is good. No one said life is good. Life is good. We have 36% of the achievements. Oh, a lot of the achievements are the yeah, some of them are the choose your... Fuck, it's weird because there's a second minigame. Fuck, you guys can't see right now. You're the only living member. Fuck. Because there's a choose your adventure, but then you have to play through the whole game, I think, to change a lot of decisions. Yeah. I don't know if there's a mode without the thing.
But now you start to see, yes? The people never happy. It's never enough.
Let me see.
Cannot believe you.
Nah, the problem with the second playthrough is we'd be seeing the same footage over and over.
We're still vassals, slaves. We're just in prettier cages.
Oh, Megan. We're only getting started.
Good evening. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Jones. Our main headlines tonight.
Alright, I enjoyed it, but yeah, it's a little weird. Alright, I guess we'll do that game after we watch some of the endings. But sir, some of you will say. Oh, it's 14 minutes. There's an hour and 26 minute. Oh, it's super endings. Wait. Give me a sec. Oh, what the fuck? I see another bonus ending. Oh, it's the Alex one. Wait. Or the Alan one. Wait. 4 unique endings, and each ending has 2 developments for the epilogue. Okay. Okay, Monkus.
We'll have another new pet.
Lame.
And we fear it could shortly become the dominant strain.
Thank you, Megan. Just about. It's,
Oh, fuck. Wait. Here we go.
So, first up tonight is a question from one of our elderly viewers, and she's on
Here
the
we
line
go.
right now. Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. What's your name and where do you live?
Hi, Florence. Thank you for
Or
calling.
is it
You're
set
on
later?
with Prime
I don't
Minister
know.
Julia
This is-
Salisbury.
yeah.
Do you have a question, Florence?
Yes, I do have a question.
Okay, would you like to ask that question now?
Oh, yes. Right you are, dear.
Yeah, the first kind. This is the end.
How does your skin manage to keep that healthy glow?
Oh, bless you. What a lovely question. Well, I suppose with my line of work, there's not a lot of time for a skincare regime, as I believe they call it. So I guess I've just got my mother and father to thank. I suppose I've just got lucky genes.
Lucky jeans? Oh, that's what my Clint calls the denims he was wearing when we first, well, you know.
Yep, thank you for that question, Florence.
Your Clint sounds like a right one.
Oh, he is. It'll be 44 years married this June, but he still finds the energy twice a week to give me a...
Thank you, Florence. Thank you.
I wish I could say the same at her age.
Everyone needs a Clint, eh, Prime Minister?
Or a Clara, perhaps. Megan?
Let's go to our next questioner tonight. He's calling from right here in the capital. Hi, caller, can you hear me?
Yes. Thank you, Megan. Just about. It's not a good line.
Well, I think we all know that voice. Good evening, Mr. Donaldson.
Good evening, Prime Minister.
Do you have a question for the Prime Minister, caller?
Several, actually.
Well, maybe it would be better if we tried to get a better line. I could have the station call you back.
Don't worry. I've got a much better idea.
This.
What's going on?
Guess there's no captions on for the.
A surprise guest, our second of the evening. Please
Whoa,
welcome.
whoa,
Jeremy
Jeremy!
Johnson. On live television, can I say? It's good for the ratings, apparently.
Whoa!
This man is a wanted criminal. Where's that CCO, for God's sake?
Don't worry, Prime Minister, I'm not harmed.
Sarah?
She's not here at the moment, Prime Minister.
What happened to Sarah?
When she returns, if we can find the keys to the studio doors, that is. Apparently, they've been locked and no one knows where they are.
That's uncharacteristically careless of you, Jenny. You know there's only one way in and out of this studio. The peculiarity of these old buildings.
I'm sure they'll turn up.
We'd have you all arrested for this, you know.
Come, Prime Minister, what are you so afraid of? Surely a woman of your stature can withstand a few...
How long is this actually? This is actually long. You want to watch an hour of endings? Oh no, there's an interesting one after this one.
I can't say
'Cause
I'm
Alan's a
impressed
tool.
with this irresponsible stunt, but believe it or not, I used to have a lot of respect for you, Mr. Donaldson.
Is that an attempt to flatter me, Prime Minister?
I'm not. It's true. I've watched you sink your journalistic teeth into the great and powerful.
Can't believe
So,
we lost the old
out
man.
of respect for the man you once were, I'll dance your strange
Just chatting
little
off odd
tango.
one.
But I warn you, Mr. Donaldson, you better be nimble on your feet, because you'll only have one chance to tango with me.
Well, let's put on our dancing shoes then, shall we? I'd like to ask you about sterility first, Prime Minister.
Oh no.
Yes, a terrible situation.
Terrible tragedy. Terrible
Caused in no
tragedy.
small part by the actions of your government.
Well, we can't control the weather systems that unfortunately
Unfortunately spread the fallout from your bombs in an even layer across the territories.
That's what our scientists say, yes.
Stillbirths at an all-time high, along with babies being born with terminal birth defects.
No
babies that
preggers.
your regime somewhat callously refer to as unviables.
It's just a word, Mr. Donaldson. No need for conspiracy
Not my
theory.
baby! My baby!
How many unviables have been born since Liberation Night, Prime Minister?
Raise the volume,
Too
let me
many.
see.
Way too many. I mean, obviously I don't have the exact figures.
Oh, I
but
believe we do, Prime
My
Minister.
baby! My baby!
Yes, there have in fact been 2,581,280 unviable births since Liberation Night, according to official government figures.
So, 14 million deaths on Liberation Night, and then another 2.5 million infant mortalities, assuming you actually managed to count them all, which, given the limits of bureaucracy, seems extremely unlikely.
I'm sorry, is there a question?
You made a decision one November evening 5 years ago, and as a result of that decision, 16.5 million people are dead. Prime
My
Minister,
baby.
do you have any
My
regrets
baby.
at all?
My baby!
Of course I do, Mr.
My
Donaldson.
baby!
I regret every
Tears in the
grieving
eyes.
family, every
Tears
life
in the
destroyed.
eyes. Tears.
I came into politics to help people.
You came into politics to help people. In that case, Prime Minister, where did it all go so horribly wrong?
Well, Mr. Donaldson, Miss Wolfe, I suppose this is where we all have to put on our grown-up trousers, isn't it?
Please do not patronise our audience, Prime Minister.
Why not? That's how they like to be treated. They want a
Yeah,
government to keep
rabble.
them safe, happy,
Yay,
equal and free.
way.
That's our job, you see,
I
to,
say eat my
to make
ice
a
cream,
perfect
Mum.
circle out of that impossible square.
Yay.
And if we can do just that one impossible thing, then they don't ask a lot of questions. They're not like you two. They don't
us.
want to see how the magic trick's
Oh,
done.
that's
They
us.
just want to gasp at the miraculous effect.
So it's the public's fault?
So, it's no one's fault. It's just the way things are. You asked me where it all went wrong, but the ugly truth is it never did. I weighed the advantages of action and inaction, and I acted. And without making these tough choices, we would not be where we are today. I believe any decent leader would have done the same.
Any decent leader?
Have you You've forgotten how things were before the new future. The homelessness, the despair, the billions abandoned to a life of miserable poverty. That's a
Tears
form
in
of
the
death
eyes.
too. It's just much, much slower and infinitely more pernicious.
Any decent leader.
Yes, any decent leader.
Including Peter Clement.
Oh no, we get to find out what happened. What happened to Peter here?
was my best friend.
Tears
Is
in
it
the
true?
eyes.
You never told Prime Minister Clement about your plans for Liberation Night.
Here we go. Hey, you get
In the
to
weeks
find out
that
what
followed,
Peter
you
understanding.
fought with him repeatedly and passionately,
We've
didn't you?
spoken to staff from Team HQ who claim to have overheard several
Private
conversations.
conversations? Yes, we disagreed. Frequently and loudly.
Yeah, we're just
that was how
watching
we
the other
worked.
end as we already
that was why
finished our
we
run.
worked.
Until you didn't.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, until we realised that we no longer shared the same
This is if Jeremy
values.
survives.
Values like compassion,
How
Prime Minister.
dare you? Everything I've done, everything is out of compassion.
Tears in me eyes.
Sometimes love
Very
needs to be
cute crying.
tough. And Peter, well, Peter never
I had to
understood that.
pillow him.
That's why I
He had
called
to
him
be
my
pillowed.
conscience. And
I had to
And
pillow
now-
him. Whoa, not Peter.
now he's gone.
Tears in me eyes when I put the pillow over his face. Tears in
You
me
need a
eyes.
moment, Prime Minister.
Tears in me
Perhaps
eyes.
now might be a good time
Oh, show
for
the
us
clip.
to show the viewers at home some footage that has found
show
its
the
way
clip.
to
The pillow.
It was
Here
filmed
we
in
go.
early December, 5 years ago. Jenny, can we have this prepared on screen
Whoa,
for
we can see
Yes,
what
Jeremy,
happened.
we'll need a
Tears
couple
in
of
me
minutes.
eyes as I
right to
headshot
continue,
on his
Prime
face. Tears.
Peter was the heart of Advance. People loved him in a way that they've never loved me. They find me cold, emotionless. But I have to be strong. I'm a woman. I can't show tears. I can't show weakness. I can't show this.
Tears in me eyes.
I would have thought that you would have understood that.
Tears. I don't see any tears. Tears in
Are
me
you
eyes.
sure you don't need a moment to compose yourself, Prime Minister? I'm sure we can cut away to something about buttons.
This is cruel. Advance are guilty of many things, but we were never cruel.
Well, I think that's up for debate.
Please, just I need a minute. Just point that camera away from me.
Walmart seemed fine.
I have a question, Prime
But
Minister.
yeah, I haven't tried Instacart yet. 'Cause I'm assuming the fees are high.
Fine, just ask your question.
Why are there no tears on your face?
Tears in me eyes. In me eyes. I have a disease. I can't cry.
Oh, well played, Miss Wolf. Well played. That would be the security services. They're here for Mr. Donaldson and to escort me safely out of the building. I very much imagine this will be the last broadcast any of you ever make.
Jeremy, we have to get you out of here now.
Except there's a small army directly outside the door, and I believe there's only one way in or out, due to a peculiarity in the design of these old buildings.
She's played us.
I can't go back to Betterment.
And yet to Betterment you will surely go.
Don't you worry, Jeremy.
Oh, does this end and depend
perhaps
on
you'd like to
the
join
tape
him.
you play at this break?
After all, aiding and abetting an escaped convict is, of course, a crime in itself.
Leave them out of it. This was my idea.
We're in!
I
Bang,
surrender.
bang,
There's no need for violence. I acted alone. There's no need to arrest.
Tango received,
Taser!
ma'am.
Taser! Taser!
There.
Double taser.
No serious damage.
The footage. Alex, you have to play the footage. Don't let it all be in vain.
If you play that footage, Alex, which I have no doubt was illegally obtained, you will be joining Mr. Donaldson in Betterment. Do you have a family, Alex? Perhaps you'd like to think how well they cope with
Not in my playthrough. I lost
The
everything.
footage. Alex, you have to play the footage. Show them all.
I want this shut down now. I want you to cut Alex Winston off.
Family, I lost my
You don't
family in my
This
playthrough.
is a matter of internal security, and lives can
Oh,
be
here
put
we
at
go.
risk if
Is
this
it time
footage
to
is
kill
shown.
him? Here we go. He's dead. Oh, this is the end, and if you choose not to show it, you made the right choice.
I'd like to apologise to our regular viewers of the Nightly Show who may have been upset by some they've had to witness tonight. Clearly his time on the run has affected Mr. Donaldson in ways that could be considered upsetting.
Tears in me eyes.
We going to be going to the adverts a little early tonight, but before we do, I want to say something to you all. If you have been disturbed by anything you've seen
Jeremy
tonight,
died for
please make
nothing.
an
He
appointment
was
with your
weak.
local cohesion centre, where experts will be there to advise and counsel you. And, of course,
I've
they
not
have the
tried
power to
Vicarian.
prescribe. Please be reassured that Mr. Donaldson will be given the very best of care in what I'm sorry to say will probably be a long and arduous process of betterment. Maybe, one day, when he has completed his reformation, we may see him again in this very studio.
Or not.
This programme will be back tomorrow night, but to ensure that you always have access to the heart of government, I will be the new regular presenter, assisted of course by Megan Wolfe and her team of top reporters. I, for one, am pretty excited about it. The security services will examine the footage Mr. Donaldson claims to have acquired, and should it be in the public interest, we will, of course, release it. But not at 6:30 in the evening, and not on this show. There are proper channels for such sensationalism, and the nightly show is certainly not one of them. That's something Mr. Donaldson never understood. The news is a dangerous thing. It needs context. It's
No, bro,
complex and
there's no
multifaceted.
context when I murdered
And
the old
sometimes,
man.
not always, but sometimes, it's
Then.
better not to know. My name is Julia Salisbury. Have a peaceful night.
Viewers okay.
You two, come here.
Fire them both permanently.
Please, don't arrest me. I need this job.
I understand why you pulled this childish stunt. I can't say I wouldn't have done the same thing. For a friend.
Tears in the eyes.
No, it won't. Good. Let's get back to work.
Alternative version. You play the
You
tape.
duplicitous bitch!
I'd
That's
like
not
to apologise to
fucking
our
good
regular
enough. Peter, you
viewers of
have
the
to
nightly show who
understand.
may
No,
have been
you have to
upset by what
understand.
they've just had to witness.
14
Clearly his
million
time on the
deaths
run
around.
has affected Mr.
It's
Donaldson in ways that
unthinkable.
could be
And this is
considered
exactly why I
upsetting.
didn't tell you. Because you knew
What's
I
happened? Why's my
tried
camera light
fucking
out?
stopping you.
You are a bloody
Liability, Peter. Can't you see that?
Well, get me a
Drunk or
monitor, let me
sober,
see.
you cannot be trusted.
I'm the fucking co-prime minister, Julia, and I'm supposed to be your friend.
Well, maybe you see I had your best interests at heart. This isn't on you, you lucky bastard. You get to sleep at night.
I haven't slept for weeks.
And what would you have done if I had told you what we were planning?
I'd have stopped you. I'd have gone on the fucking news and I'd have exposed you if I had to. But I would have stopped you, and you can be fucking sure of that.
And the whole country would have fucking starved. Well, you agonised over your morals. And we'd all be gone, all our good work, all wiped out.
Good work? Good fucking work? It's been 3 weeks and they're still putting out the fucking fires. It's been 3 weeks and they're still...
Let's talk about it tomorrow.
Tomorrow, I am going to be on every news channel in
There's
the world.
always that guy.
Telling people what
I'm
a
gonna
fucking
confess
monster you
tomorrow.
are.
And you won't stop
You
me.
won't. Tomorrow, you will come
I'll
back
go
here
to the
and you will
police
do
tomorrow.
your fucking job. Just like
I
had to.
will go.
See, won't we? Jesus, Horatio, face fucking Christ. I don't even know who you are
In
anymore.
24 hours, I'll report you. I will sleep happily until then. Wow.
Get me Adrian at the services. Hello, Adrian. Sorry to bother
Tears in
you
the
so
eyes.
late at night. That thing we discussed. Sorry to bother. I'm afraid we're going to have to put it into action. Yes, I'm sure. You were right. He is a liability.
Tears in the eyes.
Thank you. Adrian, thank you. Make it quick. I don't want him to suffer.
Tears in my eyes, damn
Let me know
you.
when it's done.
In my eyes.
No paperwork, nothing. No one must ever know. Thank you. You have a good night too.
Have a good night. Ta 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 ta. Not the drunk old guy. Remember, never say that. Never say in 24 hours I'm gonna report you and make you lose everything. Hope you'll think about it in the next 24 hours. Do. Slowly walks home. In fact, I'm gonna walk today in this dark street. Do. Let me walk down this dark alley or this lonely road by myself. I can think to myself before I report this crime. Do.
Do you have any comments for the viewers at home, Prime Minister? I'm sure they have a lot of questions.
It's not what it seems to be.
We rented the TV out. We gotta return it.
It seems to show you ordering the cold-blooded murder of Peter Clement.
Perhaps you need a bit of betterment to yourself.
Oh, don't you judge me! Now, after that stunt you pulled here tonight, you work for me, remember?
No. Not anymore. I quit. There's about 2 minutes left. You'll need this. You can take me away now. I'm done.
Oh, we ran out of money for the handcuffs.
Do you
We
have
only
anything
zip
to say, Prime
ties.
Minister?
You're done.
You're
All
done,
of you.
Sarah.
This programme is cancelled. It's effective immediately. You're all fired.
I like how she's not gonna throw down
No.
the thing, because those cost some money, you know.
I'm not the criminal here. You all saw that footage. You know who should be arrested here.
I am the Prime Minister, and I will do what I always do when it takes to
law, Julia. No one is.
I am the law.
do your bloody job.
There'll be elections now. Just you wait. The people will demand it. Won't you? New government, new start, new journalists. Maybe they'll be better than we were. Maybe it will all be better next time. You can take me away now.
As if I am the Senate.
Seconds, Prime Minister.
The old man was a fool.
Can't leave any dead air. That's a crime too.
Do. Come on.
Can be said in 45 seconds in a soundbite, a headline. How do you convey the shades of grey when there's only enough airtime for crass blacks and whites? And even if I could, would you watch? Or would you change channel? Look for something more exciting, less boring than the news? And if that really is what you do,
Or hurry, get the ads ready. We're gonna make some money. Get the ads.
my fault? Or could this,
I'm the victim.
in some profound, incredibly complex way, also be yours? My name is Julia Salisbury, and I will make tomorrow better.
Bin. Alright, play the ads, gentlemen. The ratings are high.
We're out of time.
Country was under siege because they were doing some weird, what was it?
It's bad, Mum. Not like before, but so much more
Wait,
than we were
Mum?
expecting.
Wait,
and they're
that's your
better
kid?
organised this time. Like someone experienced is running things.
Well, we stopped them before. We can do it again. Thank you, Sarah.
One more thing, Mum.
Yes?
Apparently there's chatter about you. I've requested backup, but well, we're stretched pretty thin, Mum.
Oh, this is
I
Alan's
receive death
end.
threats
Dun,
like other
dun.
people receive post. I've learned to take it all with a pinch of salt.
Of course, Mum.
Thank you, Sarah. That sounds
Oh, it's ma'am, not mom.
Oh, you get used to it. I
Oh,
have.
that's how the
I
Brits
don't
say,
have to.
whatever,
What did
Mom.
Bozeman tell you?
It's
Tell us
ma'am,
what?
sir.
Oh,
Ma'am.
I'm sure he'll tell you when the time's right. Forget I said anything.
You literally didn't. Going in 10 seconds.
I don't think she likes me very much.
Oh no, that's just how she shows love.
5, 4,
The
3.
resistance is led by a rational person
Welcome
called
back to the nightly
Alan
show, where it's time to
James.
get a little intimate with the Prime Minister on the couch of chat. Prime Minister, it's great to still have you with us.
Thanks, Megan. Although maybe now's the right time to tell you that you're going to be seeing an awful lot more of me.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I am delighted to announce that starting next week, I will be the new...
Dun, dun,
Miss
dun.
Salisbury, could you get ready to accompany me, please? Please remain in place, ma'am. This won't take a moment. Sit rep.
We do apologise to our viewers at home for this unexpected interruption.
I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. Right, understood.
Sniper,
Everyone,
get
please
down.
remain calm. How can I help? Can you clear everyone out of that area? Everyone.
Okay, everyone, if we could just clear away from these studio doors. Yep, that's right, just behind the cameras, please.
Do those doors look? Is that Colin with the headphones on? Hey, mate, can you lock the doors? Can you not hear me?
Colin!
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 You can't hear us.
Colin's a
I'll do
moron.
it.
No,
Colin,
miss, too late.
huh?
I'm not enforced. We're loading weapons on!
You can stay at the door, lock it tight, and don't let anyone in.
Fucking Colin. The Sub-Zero.
Now listen, there's no need for anyone
Sit back down!
Of course, whatever you say.
Are we still alive?
Yes, we're live.
Good.
What dots?
It's time for some real news. You, mic me up. Is it working?
I just need to check.
Is it working?
Yes, it's working.
Good. Over there, on your knees. Now. You,
Colin,
next
what? But Colin,
Move!
happy hands.
You okay, Colin?
Fuck the Resistance or Alan
Shitty
James.
birthday. Not the worst one I've had, though.
Let them go, Mr. James. It's me you want.
Don't flatter yourself. You're not the target here. You're just a bonus.
Oh my god, is it me?
We're not here to take out a person.
Lucas. Open fire!
We're cancelling the whole fucking show. Which camera?
Any of them, all of them.
I know you're watching this. In your vans. Planning your counter-attack. But please, try and control yourselves. Or, well, I'm sure you know the rest.
Alan, we can talk about this.
Oh, we will. I have a lot of questions.
There's no need for anyone to get hurt.
Where was that attitude during the uprising? You know, the night your thugs killed my friends.
There are innocent people here.
Says the woman who killed 14 million of them. No,
Good men.
I don't feel any great need to answer to you. In fact, get over here.
I don't take orders.
Come here! You move when I tell you to!
Good men.
Give me that.
Alan, don't do it. You're not an executioner.
What am I then, eh? You tell me,
Yes,
Megan Wolf,
Alan
what the
is.
fuck am I?
You're just a man who's just way in over his head.
Don't patronise me, you smug bitch! I'm not one of your little helpers! Get over here! Kneel beside her! You're just as fucking guilty as she is!
Guilty of what, you fucking psychopath?
All of it! She sat there, smiling, and let it all happen! Jeremy Donaldson died for this programme.
Oh, if
She
Jeremy's...
let it become this.
Oh, if Jeremy's dead and
Bread and
Alan's alive.
circuses.
Okay.
Bread and fucking circuses!
I like bread and circuses.
I beg your pardon?
I said, don't you say his name. You don't get to do that!
Jeremy was the worst of us.
You're angry at the wrong person, love. She's the one that killed him. The first victim of her benevolent slaughter, not the last, though.
All I am hearing is crazy.
Then maybe you should hear it from the source.
Source by Circuit
Confess.
City.
Confess. Fine. Have it your own way.
Radio. Jesus, Jesus! What the?
For God's sake, stop!
Why would you kill Rando Colin? Man, I had worse
Answer my
birthdays.
Or she dies next.
What about Colin?
What he wants to
Not fucking Colin.
Ask your questions.
Better. First question. How did you actually think this was all going to end?
In a better world.
Fucking
Bullshit.
Colin.
It's the truth! When we came into power, everything was broken.
expendable.
The system worked for so few that there was hunger and poverty and real pain. But you never saw that, Mr. James, because you were doing just fine, thank you very much. And my side, we were too weak, too meek. It was all good intentions and second chances and playing by the rules. Well, do you know where playing fair gets the people at the bottom? It gets them fucking nowhere. Someone had to be prepared to actually fight, to do what was required. So I did it. Because no one else was going to.
14 million people.
To save the 60 million here? What would you have done? Let us all starve to death?
You should have found another way.
There was no other way.
Is that how Peter Clement saw it?
Not Peter.
Peter was weak.
He was the weakest of us.
I loved him more than I have ever loved anyone, but he was soft. He wouldn't have allowed it to happen. And afterwards, he couldn't sleep. It haunted him. I think he would have killed him in the end anyway. But that's on me, Mr. James.
Do we get to
What's
play a
on
video
you?
on this ending?
We're not discussing me. Didn't you hear? Disrupt died on the night of the uprising.
Then how have we been watching you for months?
Watching me?
You're not the only one who knows how to get people on the inside. We knew you'd
Oh no!
a grubby little
Oh,
head up
Alan's an
again,
idiot.
even
He's
collecting
gonna.
information just in case you did. There's a recording. A meeting of the so-called Disrupt leadership. It's tiny hidden cameras, very high tech. Perhaps the public should see what your bosses are talking about when there's no one else around.
We have people at the network jamming your signals, messing with your broadcast room. We'll stop you.
We have people too, and they've been doing this an awfully long time. Prepare the footage on screen 4. I guess it's up to the broadcast room.
You in there. If you play that footage, she dies.
Play it,
But
Alex.
Colin.
Play the tape.
But
I've seen
Colin.
it.
But
It's
Colin.
important. It's gonna blow us up anyway, so just play
Colin.
the fucking tape.
Cause who would side with Alan? Christ, Alan's a psycho.
What the console? Can let me play that tape?
Do. Is that the piece on it? Oh, this is just super bad ending.
What's happening?
Alan wins.
What's happening?
Well, how the fuck should I know?
Someone tell me, what do they choose? They didn't play it. They didn't play it. Well done, Alex. Good choice. You get to live.
Whoop-de-doo.
You, not so much.
Why did you do that?
Tears in the eyes.
Because that's the
Super
only way it
bad
ends with people like her. She was never going to stop.
Why did Colin die? I still don't get
Just
it.
Her and her version of what's best forever.
Poor Colin.
She was a narcissist.
They're gonna kill you, Alan.
Yes, I know. But the movement will stand a chance. We'll all stand a chance thanks to people like Alex.
Oh, Alex is no hero.
But that's what heroism is. For people like us.
I'm a hero.
There are so few times in a person's life where they face a decision that could actually make a difference. We're so disempowered. But in those moments, the choices we make combined with the billions made by everyone else, that defines us. We remake the world one small choice at a time.
Advance isn't just one person. They're going to have a new leader by morning.
Yes, but this one might be prepared to listen. We need elections. We need a choice.
Disrupt is that choice.
Well, I don't see any of you stepping up.
We step up every night.
Do you though? It seems to me you stopped doing that a while back. And even when you did, you just took snide pot shots and undermined everything. You constantly only tell us what's wrong, and it makes us scared and hopeless.
Says the man with a bomb strapped to his chest. Go, go!
Nobody move!
What? Bomb, bam, bam.
You know how this works?
Detonator. It's 24. Where's Jack Bauer?
My thumb down on this, and we all get to have a peaceful night. Megan, come here.
Jack Bauer, take the shot.
Pathetic!
Shut the fuck up.
Don't you even want to know who's pulling your strings, what they say about you behind your back?
I said, nobody move!
I think you're a joke, Alan. They're using you.
I said, shut up!
And when you've done what they want, they're gonna throw you to the wolves.
It's in the tape, Alan.
See what everyone else sees, Alan. You're a joke, a nut job, a sad, pathetic. Shut up!
Is it gonna be boom? What the hell is going on? What the fuck? Colin's still there. Pepe and's not Colin.
Don't blame me.
Colin moved his arms.
I didn't make the choices.
It's acting, alright? Not Colin.
I just played the hand I got dealt.
No! Yeah, Colin had to stay in the same position for 10 minutes. Because he got shot early. Alternate version, you play the tape. What do they say about him?
I visited Stas Leningrad recently. What remains of it?
I played it.
You know, smoke
Get me a
still
monitor.
rises from
Show me
some
what's
of the
going out.
wreckage. Apparently it's too dangerous to send in men to put out the fires.
We have all lost that to which we were attached.
5 years, General, and still it burns. That is why this cannot be allowed to happen again.
Then we are all agreed. Once normalcy returns,
that was
we will
Clement.
proceed in a process of sanitization.
Greek cover some small.
My estimates suggest that we will need to expunge at least 45,000 in each territory, and if we are to be certain, many hundreds of thousands more. There'll be regional variations, of course, but the numbers will remain surprisingly consistent.
It will be an industrial procedure. We will need facilities.
Undoubtedly.
Oh, my people can deal with that. They're experienced in clandestine construction under challenging conditions.
But it will have to be all of them, General. The intellectuals, the radicals,
Oh, yes.
free thinkers, anyone who does not understand and accept the natural order of existence.
Of course, Jacob. There can be no fertile ground left for these ideas to take root again.
There will be a resistance. We should also consider relatives and close friends. They will no doubt have been exposed to dangerous ideologies anyway.
That could be millions of people.
Yes, but we can manage it. I mean, once the processing is up and running, we can streamline it.
You're certain you can manage these numbers, Jacob?
Oh, yes, Viscount, possibly more. And then there's the transition centres. They can be easily repurposed.
Well then, this is marvellous. Marvellous, gentlemen.
There is one other matter to discuss. Our colourful spokesman.
Mr. James. He's useful, for now. His appearance works well for us with the common classes.
But he'll have to go too, him and all his type.
Oh, yes.
On that I think we can all agree. Let him dance today for the masses who clap and cheer, and then later we cut his strings.
Obviously. The face of the future looks nothing like Mr. James.
Yes. I remember when we had troublesome cadets in a unit, we used to send them on a doomed mission. Gave their relatives something to be proud of, an honourable death of a loved one. Stopped them asking some troublesome questions.
An excellent solution. Mr. James is full of passion. Let him consume himself with it.
Shall we turn to the matter of a new curriculum?
Anyway,
Bad
gentlemen.
choice, Alex. Kill her. No, wait. Better yet. This is on you.
Songbird down! Repeat, Songbird down!
Everybody stop!
Everyone's here. Oh, it's because
Lower
they're
your
watching
weapons.
the other one. Well, not Songbird.
Think about this, Mr. James. No one else needs to die today.
I agree. In 4 minutes' time, a helicopter is going to land on the roof of this building. I will be making my way up there and boarding that helicopter. And then I'll be on my way. And as you so observantly pointed out, no one else will need to die here today. I imagine you'll be joining me on the roof.
You know I can't let you leave this room. Alan Stephen James, you are formally requested for dialogue. Under Section 12 of the Mental Health and Antisocial Activity Act, if you refuse to collaborate, I am clinically empowered to intervene.
I'm going to
Anything you say can and will be used in efforts towards your betterment.
You're arresting me. Do you not see this?
A palliative advisor will be made available to you at no cost. Do you understand these advantages as I have expressed them to you?
You must be fucking kidding me!
The patient has refused to engage.
You have no power here! If I take my thumb off this trigger...
The patient is a clear and present danger.
I don't understand.
Centigrade received.
No, Alan!
Target neutralized.
But Alan, Pepe Hands.
Headquarters, I can confirm intelligence. The device was sabotaged by person or persons unknown. 4 civilian casualties present,
Good man.
including Songbird.
Colin.
Is anyone else injured? All other
Colin.
hostages traumatized, but otherwise unharmed. Why are these lights on?
We're broadcasting your live.
Control, any transmission stopped immediately.
Oh no.
No, no, no. You can't
Sniper.
stop the signal. We have to say something. We can't just leave them. We have to say something.
Sniper.
I think everyone's seen more than enough.
Died a hero. No, he didn't. What the hell is the rest of it? Is this just epilogues?
Both at the same time, Colin? I'm quadruple jointed.
That is
Wait,
not a thing.
Let me.
Oh yeah, Kotoshi doesn't run to my family.
What was the ending one that we didn't see? Oh, I saw the alternative. Let me look. Oh, what the, no, this is a different. Okay, never mind. No. Okay. It's weird. What the hell is ending 4? With Jeremy and wait. Okay, we'll see. But yes, you can see Colin again. Fuck
Both
it.
at the same time, Colin?
I'm quadruple jointed.
That is not a thing.
Oh yeah, Kotoshi doesn't run to my family. The Sprongs are huge in circuses and casino heights.
There would be.
And brothels, obviously.
Colin.
Everybody okay in here?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, we would be if you stopped asking us questions like that.
We're expecting troublemakers, but nothing serious. You might hear some noises, but it's nothing to be concerned about. The services know what they're doing.
So, no,
We have our
freak
top
out
men.
when the shooting starts, okay? The show must go on and all that. Tits and teeth. Oh, God, sorry, Minister.
Thank you, Jenny. Tits and teeth, armed and
What
ready.
is the conditions for
Seconds,
this
everybody.
ending?
Best in the business, cheers.
Was it too
In
quiet?
5,
Let me try to make it louder
4,
for you.
3.
Okay, that's a lie.
Welcome
It's
back
as
to
loud
the
as
nightly
possible, I
show
can
where
do
it's
it.
time for the Prime Minister to face the toughest critics in the territories. You lot out there.
Call us on the usual numbers with your questions for the Prime Minister.
First up, we have Humphrey from Hamble Bamblebury.
Lovely place. I'm hoping to retire there.
Oh, good choice.
Are you there, Humphrey?
Well,
Hello, Humphrey.
wow.
We appear to have lost Humphrey. We'll try and get him back, but let's go to another call in the meantime. Who have we got next,
Wow.
Patrick?
Next up, we've got Mandy from Arsminster. Oh, I don't think I'll be retiring there.
Hi, Mandy. You're through to the Prime Minister. What's your question?
Well.
Hello? Mandy? What's going on, Jenny?
We try not to talk to the crew.
Jenny?
The lines are down.
Oh, well, call down to maintenance and get...
We can't. All the lines are down.
Except the
Well,
TV.
apologies to our viewers at home. We seem to have a
Do,
few
do, run the
typical
music. Do,
gremlins
do,
making
do, do,
mischief
do, do,
behind
do.
the scenes. So while we're getting back up and running, Patrick
I
has a
don't know what
couple of
ending
questions
this is. Is
that
this
were sent
ending
in by our
for-
viewers earlier this week.
I do? Oh, yes. yes, no, of course I do. Well, our first question is from Patricia, who lives on Camera Avenue. And what she really wants to know...
Lock the door!
What?
Lock the fucking door! Send you to CCO! Seal the doors! You're
Doesn't
Jenny,
have
aren't
a
you? Come here.
Sub-Zero. Doesn't have a Sub-Zero costume.
Don't be afraid, Jenny. We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to hurt anyone if we don't have to. All I want you to do is to keep the show on the air. Do you understand? Just do your job and everything will be all right, okay?
There's no bomb this time?
Don't be afraid, Jenny.
You two, on your knees over there. Move! So, this is the famous couch of chat, eh?
I
Good.
don't answer questions at gunpoint, Mr. James.
Oh. You're not at gunpoint, Prime Minister.
Oh, what about Bob
They are.
there?
Oh, please don't kill me, please. Nevertheless, if you think I'm going to answer to you, then I'm
Oh,
afraid
you don't
of
have
it.
to answer
Colin
to me,
lives.
Julia.
Colin lives.
Are the doors locked and sealed?
Yes, sir. No one's getting in or out.
Good. Good. All clear.
We can kill Colin
Good.
now.
Thank you.
But Colin.
Yes, good.
What? Oh, they're
Jeremy?
combined. Oh, if Jeremy's alive for this ending. Okay. If Jeremy dies and you side off Alan, it's a suicide bomb ending. I see. Okay. I guess if both of them are alive,
Hello, you.
the Sandin shows up. But if Alan's dead, then the other Jeremy Andon shows up.
Why didn't you make contact?
We've only put you in their crosshairs. I'm sorry.
You're a rotten, selfish bastard.
Yes. Keep the show going for me.
Of course.
Do the music, do 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 do.
Let them go, Alan. There'll be no killing tonight.
Colin, accept Colin. No! Colin!
Hello. Sorry, I don't think we've met. I'm Patrick Bannon.
Is that what you're telling yourself, is it?
Patrick, after he was fired, Pepe Hens.
Sorry for barging in. Hate what you've done with the place.
Me too. Would you like your spot?
It's yours now. You wear it well. So, let's talk, shall we?
Armed security are on their way, Mr. Donaldson. I know you know that.
Well, we best make use of the time we have then, eh?
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
No. I think you should stay too.
For safety.
For balance.
Is it cool?
Good evening. I'm Jeremy Donaldson. Let's welcome back the National Nightly News. Tonight I'm joined by probably the two most influential people in the country, if not the continent. So let's see if we can't kick over a few rocks and see what's lurking underneath. Prime Minister, if I could turn to you first.
I have nothing to hide.
Except that which is already hidden. Prime Minister, what is norethindrone?
I beg your pardon?
Norethindrone. It's used in birth control, among other things. If you haven't heard of that, perhaps you could enlighten us in regards to Agrobacterium tumefaciens.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Donaldson.
Well, that suggests a lack of attention to detail, Prime Minister. It's a bacterium used in the genetic modification of an organism. And I found traces of both these substances in every single one of the menu centre food boxes that I've had analysed. From across the territories, if you want.
Everyone's eating.
What exactly are you suggesting?
Oh no!
I'm not suggesting anything, Prime Minister. I'm just pointing out the facts.
Oh my God.
I'm eating my cereal right
Is that
now.
why Kate and I can't have...
So you blamed it on the radioactive clouds from your bombs?
Before Stacey, we tried so many times.
Prime Minister, is there something wrong with the food?
Eating my ice cream? Wait, what? Not me babies.
Fine. You want the truth? You think it'll help your viewers sleep at night? Well, here it is. 6 years ago, when we came to power, we got access to the real facts and figures. And they told us we were doomed. The population was expanding at an unsustainable rate. Within 50 years, we would be out of natural resources. We would war over fuel, and then inevitably food and clean water. It was no exaggeration to say that we were facing extinction. It was supposed to be opt-out contraception, an end to unwanted children, a chance to rebalance. But something went wrong in the testing phase. Nature took over. I never wanted this.
So you covered it up and blamed the sterility on the bombs?
Oh, please don't lecture me on morality, Mr. James. Your hands are far too dirty for that.
Disrupt only did what had to be done.
Disrupt are not the answer. You'll just take us to an even more extreme version of where we were before. Your miserable policies will kill us all.
I'm not the one who built the transition centres.
No, you're from a time where people didn't even have the basic right to choose how and when to die.
You turned children against their parents.
We enabled young people to speak up about the abuse that they were facing. And guess what? Most of that abuse came from within their own families.
Identity cards!
Oh, grow up!
You sterilised us against our will.
My baby, my
sustainable future.
That's too much.
My baby.
That's not for you to choose.
My unborn baby.
Well, if not me, then who? Who would choose it for themselves?
And isn't that at the heart of all this? You don't trust us to choose. You think you know best, you know what's good for us, and if we disagree with you, then you'll send us to betterment. That's why there's no news anymore, because there's no choice, so there's no point.
There should be elections.
Elections have been suspended.
Time to unsuspend them then. If you want to carry on, you'll need a mandate. We have people ready to stand against you in every territory.
So, let's turn to you, Mr. James.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I want to assure the public that though Disrupt are occasionally forced to violent means, we are not by nature a violent organisation.
Yes, Jeremy?
Could you have this queued up for us, please?
Of course, Jeremy.
Oh,
It'd be a pleasure.
Cutthroat in both of them.
Disrupt leadership.
In a way. Mr. James, before you launch your rather premature election campaign, I think it'd be useful for the viewers at home if you were to also answer a question or two.
Of course.
Oh, sure.
When we come to power, one of the first things we'll do is restore a free press. The truth is very important. No more hidden
You
secrets.
lying sack
If you
of
say
shit,
so.
Alan.
From whom do you take your orders, by the way?
I beg your pardon?
Well, you're Disrupt's spokesman, but for whom do you speak?
You know I can't tell you. It's too dangerous for me to say.
Sniper! Don't worry. I don't share those concerns. You see, I've met with them almost 5 years ago now, back when I was a news anchor. And I also met with them a week ago to discuss tonight's activities. I think they wanted to check that I'd stick to the script, which really shows how little they know me. So this time, I wore a hidden camera. Would you like to see a little of what we discussed?
No, you can't.
Well,
She'll
the
have them
enemy
arrested.
don't.
They'll be dead by morning.
Not an unfair assessment.
Fortunately, it's not up to me. It's up to Alex in the broadcast room.
Alex is too
What's
busy
wrong, Jenny?
sleeping.
Screen 4.
No, you can't. My people will stop you. Cut the power to your machines.
Well, I would imagine mine will be doing their level best to ensure that Mr. Donaldson's footage gets the airing it deserves. After all, my security forces will be here soon, and I imagine this will end very badly for all of you.
Queued up and ready.
Meanwhile,
Jenny.
Alex.
Alex,
Do.
showing this will have consequences.
Do.
But so will not showing it. It's up to you.
Alex still sipping his sterility potion.
You got us this far. Please don't fall at the last hurdle. If you show that footage, all our good work, all the years of disrupting, you could make it all for nothing. Please.
Yeah, this is when both
Don't
survive.
play that footage.
Wow.
Alex didn't play it.
Really?
You'll be locked out by now.
We risked our lives to be here tonight. I just brought down the fucking Prime Minister. All I had to do was press a fucking button.
That's what you've never understood, is it, Mr. Donaldson? Just because the button's there doesn't mean it has to be pushed.
Just because the gun is there, you don't necessarily have to grab it.
Oh, but you have to push the button. You have to pull the thread. It's your fatal flaw.
No, it's not. It's what makes him great.
Not every story should be told, Jeremy.
We have a duty to the truth.
But there are so many truths. I'm a terrorist.
My truth.
I'm a freedom fighter. I'm a raving lunatic.
I'm the woman who killed millions. I'm the woman who saved billions.
All of these things are true. But this program and all the others like it, they pick which truth to tell, which way to word those truths.
Without the tacit backing of this station, Mr. James's organisation would never have achieved what we have seen here today.
We back neither Mr. James nor his organisation.
Peter hated how you'd bend the truth or show us only what you wanted us to see. That's part of the reason he drank.
Showing those private conversations, it would have been a betrayal of trust.
Aren't you even a little curious to know what they had to say about you, Alan?
What's private is private. When they want me to know, I'll know. When they feel safe to come forwards, they will. It should be up to them. That's what freedom is supposed to mean.
Good job, Alex.
It's your life. You choose.
Alex
That's
is
what
like
Disrupt want. Freedom. But not freedom from consequences. Nobody grows that way. We become sterile, like she made the rest of society. You should be in prison.
Oh, and by that token, so should you, Mr. James.
Well, Jeremy's done. Sorry, buddy.
There will be.
Imagine saving his life
elections
just to screw him over here. It's a random ending. Boop 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 boop.
Election night will be 12 weeks from tonight.
That would be
I
great.
believe, when they think on it, that the people will realise what they have gained and understand why they have lost that which they have had to lose.
You're deluded. You accidentally sterilised 4 out of 5 people.
Meh.
You'll be lucky if you're in charge of anything ever again.
Okay, well, I think we're going round in circles here. And if we don't wrap up soon, our boss will fire us all. So, with the promise of elections in the spring, it seems we're nowhere near the end of this nation's story. At least from here on, there is hope it will be conducted with words.
No, this
instead of
YouTube
bullets.
video shows you when you don't
There will
play
be
it,
recriminations,
and then
of
when you do
course,
play it.
and calls for revenge and punishment. But we do
Yeah.
not need more
Oh,
hate.
Jeremy. Jeremy's
need
just
truth
like, the fuck? He
and
just doesn't do
reconciliations.
anything on the set.
And hopefully that's what we will get. And then when we've listened, we will decide. All of us. One vote each.
Jeremy's like, wow, I got fucked at the end.
I think
zone."
you've got it covered.
Would you like to take us out?
You know, I really would.
I'd like that too. I'm Megan Wolf.
And I'm Jeremy Johnston. And from everyone here at the National Nightly News, have a... Let's make tomorrow better.
And we're out.
I'll be on the phone to Bozeman in the morning.
That'll be interesting. His daughter just gave birth to an unviable.
Are you coming out with us? Apparently, we're free to go.
You go.
Sniper!
Will you be joining us on the campaign trail?
I wouldn't vote for your party, Mr. James. Or hers. Who knows, maybe I'll run as an independent.
You wouldn't last 5 minutes. You're too honest for politics.
Thank you for letting me ruin your awful show.
Oh, I've got some hope that this new format won't be around long, especially when Bozeman sees the ratings tonight. Who knows, we might even do some real news.
Stranger things have happened.
Finn.
But don't make this a habit, okay? There's a list for guests you book in. Let's do that next time, thank you.
And fuck you, Alex.
You look like you enjoyed that.
I had missed it. I hadn't realised how much.
Should we go and get something to eat?
Yes. I want to hear about every disastrous date you've had in the last 5 years. I want names, expectations, crimes.
That's going to take more than one dinner.
Fine. I
Mr.
have
Finn,
nothing to do.
6 and
and
5
you have a
minutes.
well-paid job.
Finn. Okay, here we go. Finn time.
And you're absolutely certain in your research?
It's unpalatable but true. Advance are covertly
It's plain.
sterilising the population.
Put it on the monitors. Why don't you just
They all
release
need to
this
see
through
this.
your normal channels?
Mr. James is surprisingly efficient rabble-rouser. The peasants respond to his more earthly qualities. But you, Mr. Donaldson, are a face they trust.
We did not risk our operatives' lives to rescue you out of altruism.
And afterwards? Once all this is out in the open?
We anticipate considerable unrest, possibly riots.
Followed, of course, in the restoration of democratic elections under our control, of course.
Nature abhors a vacuum. You, Mr. Donaldson, will create that vacuum, and we should be there to fill it.
That will take considerable resources. From what I understand, Advance took your wealth.
The visible billions, yes.
Some markets still prosper.
There will always be addicts.
And those with carnal desires for livestock of all ages. A lucrative business indeed.
And then there are the
pieces.
foreign powers, outside the territories. Those who fear to follow the fate of my glorious Erkistan.
Not Urkistan.
For them, no price is too high.
Folks like us are always well-resourced. You need have no concern about that. We have the required funds to fight and to win.
And once the fight is done, to make sure this aberrance is never seen again. A return to the natural order of things. The wheat rises to the top and the chaff is burned away. No more living side by side with ill-educated savages. Let the plebs pile up in the ghettos.
Yeah.
The rabble.
Strict order, an end to ungodly acts. Everyone back in their place.
Including our Mr. James. It amazes me how he cannot hear the Damoclean sword as it dangles above his head.
Oh, he's an ignorant bull. He sees only the red cape in front of him, never the hidden blade.
And so it is with the low orders. They are lost in this new world.
They will gladly walk back to Old One, and they will be ours again, as it should be.
Here, super evil. Here.
You set me up.
No, Alan, you
The
did that to
rabble.
yourself.
The rabble, yes.
Now do you understand
The
how,
lowers, as we call them.
Do you understand why we have to?
Pathetic. Neither of you recognises your own reflection.
How long, Jenny?
Not long, I imagine. For any of you.
Security are outside. They've been here for 5 minutes, but they're not doing anything. Turns out there's a lot of them who wanted children. We're already a few minutes over, Megan, but with ratings like this, Bozeman's no fool.
Do you want to take us out?
It should be you.
Oh
should
yeah,
be
we have
both
to
of
look
us.
at the epilogue now.
You start.
Before we go tonight,
One final thought.
there's so much to digest here. What's happened tonight in this political circus.
The tent is collapsing and the ringmasters have lost their glitter.
There will be elections. Soon, I'd imagine. You'll be able to choose.
These two will run. A choice between a shit sandwich and a cold cup of sick. A circus of horrors.
Two extremes, both offering their own form of misery.
You can choose advance and be equal.
In cages, like performing lions.
Or disrupt and be free.
To struggle and starve.
Or you can do something different. You can run. You can stand. You can stop bemoaning the way things are and change it.
You're good people, and you are sensible people. You know the difference between right and wrong.
So stop whinging and do something. Take responsibility, because if you don't, it'll all be left to these clowns.
And that's the worst circus of all.
We don't
My
have
name's
to do
Jeremy
this.
Dawson.
And I'm Megan Wolf.
Have a transformative night.
And then make tomorrow better.
The lowers can't do anything,
And
alright?
we're out. You're done. This programme, this channel, all
No,
of you.
Julia, not them. We're done. They got us both.
Your security team say they'll escort you when you're ready. We can call you a taxi, Alan.
Where would I go?
Wherever you want.
Am I under arrest?
I think you know you've made that impossible, Mr. Donaldson.
My bosses won't be pleased with you.
Child sex
lowers.
traffickers and wannabe dictators. They're the natural enemies of the reporter.
We should go and see Bozeman.
It's
We'll do
fine.
it together.
Yes.
Finn.
And then we'll burn this set.
Oh, those are the outcome of Johnny Hams. Okay. Just say Finn. I don't want to say Finn. Wait, now it's the epilogues. These are the ones that happen after you pick the ending. Yeah, that was just the lead up to it. 14 unique endings. You see the name of the scene, alright? Population collapse. Oh, it's that one. Yeah, we saw this one.
The territories. And I think the
Yeah, it's the
advance
one when
baby
you
bonus.
are full
The
advance.
team will
yeah.
actually pay you to have. Good evening and welcome to the Julia Salisbury Hour with me, Julia Salisbury. Huge news today as I can confirm that yes, the rumours are true. We are simplifying our territory into one smaller sovereign nation. The military of former Territory 4 continue to carry out brutal attacks on our peace bearers in T2 and T5. Meanwhile, a small rebel faction are attempting to claim a significant part of Territory 6 and 7. We have therefore made the decision to fortify our community by consolidating our team within the borders of Territory 1. A glorious
The other
day for the
districts are
future of the
now.
team. If for no other reason, then we can drop the bloody numbers. Now, today I'm going to be learning to cha-cha with a chihuahua.
This one when you do the thing, I think.
But our top story tonight, an historic election win for Advance today as they
Oh,
are
yeah.
re-elected in a landslide victory.
Yeah, that was the one if you turn on her.
Now, I hope you've all got a tissue handy because we have some very sad
Tears.
news.
Oh, he dies in prison.
Our very
Tears.
own Jeremy Donaldson sadly passed away last night during his
Tears.
treatment.
Tears
Our
in
teammates
eyes.
over in the Department of Betterment have
Tears.
promised us that they are thoroughly investigating what happened
What could
and
have
if any more
happened?
could have been done to avoid this tragic loss.
Terrible
Jeremy.
tragedy.
You'll be sorely missed.
Terrible
But
tragedies.
on a brighter note, let's not forget, once again, birth numbers are absolutely through the roof today.
That's right. It really seems that thanks to the hard work of so many of you, we have finally turned a corner.
That's right, Patrick. And with the announcement from the Independent Sterility Advisory Board that the population has actually begun growing, I'd say there's plenty of things to be cheerful
Life
about.
is good.
Wouldn't
Life
you, Megan?
is good.
Yes.
La vie est bonne. Phone from Jeremy. Oh no, we got Betterment.
That's right. Tonight on the Couch of Chat, we're discussing last weekend's Cat
Oh,
Football
if you
Championship. But we have got someone very special joining
if you
us.
don't,
Fresh from Betterment,
please
please
do.
put your hands together for Jeremy
Oh,
Donaldson!
Yay!
Jeremy, it's so good to see you. Hey, welcome.
So, what's it like to be back, Jeremy?
It's so cold, Julia. Really so cold.
So
Do you
cold,
think you
yo.
could give our topic tonight a bit of the old Donaldson spin?
Our headlines tonight. They think it's all over. It is meow.
Oh, the government. Damn. Julia Child plus Jacob. I don't know who's Jacob again.
Good evening. I'm Patrick Bannon, and
Patrick.
this is your Daily News Bulletin. Our top stories tonight. Protesters filled the streets outside the High Court today as the high-profile trial of former Prime Minister Julia Salisbury began its opening arguments. If found guilty, Salisbury is facing multiple life sentences for charges including conspiracy to commit murder, war crimes, and even genocide for her role in the events of so-called Liberation Night. Meanwhile, with the restoration of elections just weeks away, voters across the country look ahead to new leadership, or possibly old leadership, as the front-runner in the polls by some margin now is former Prime Minister Jacob Hamilton-Mann, who crossed the floor to head up the Disrupt Party. Stock markets surged in value this morning as those polling results were announced. And later, I'll be doing an in-depth look at your friend and mine. It's the calculator.
You chose Katie O. Is Patrick
Good
not gonna
evening.
take-
I'm
oh,
Patrick
no.
Bannon, and this is your Daily News Bulletin. Our top stories tonight. Former Prime Minister Julia Salisbury
This
took to
reminds
the
me of
witness
Command and
stand on the
Conquer's
first day of
ending.
her high-profile trial. The disgraced
70s,
politician
yeah,
faces
cast,
charges of
subject changes.
conspiracy to commit murder, human rights violations, and war crimes in relation to the events of so-called Liberation Night. If found guilty, she faces life imprisonment. Meanwhile, as the first election in nearly 8 years are just weeks away, Advance announced their new leader will be respected economist Katie Brightman. As Brightman pulled ahead in the polls today, the New Look Advance Party vowed to restore territorial independence and to embody sensible, sensitive leadership and accountability. And later tonight, I'll be asking a hat maker what's his favourite hat and why.
Jeff's Kids Show. I wonder how you get this in.
Welcome all the boys and
Fucking
girls
Jeff.
and everybody else as well to Frankie Fun's Wacky Fun House of Wax.
Hey again! I'm Frankie Fun, and this is the Wacky Fun House of Wax!
Jeff's the guy douchebag that everyone hated with glasses.
Where's
But when the
Doofnut? Let's call for
government's
him.
in control, he's
Doofnut!
the detective in the shitty government show.
Hey, there he is! Are we ready for wacky, zany goofs galore? I can't hear you, Doofnut!
Yes, I'm ready.
That's better! Now then. Whoa! It's the bonk alarm!
Anarchy. Oh no! Bang, bang, bang.
This is Megan Wolf broadcasting across the frequencies.
Clashes worsened today as violence between the North Capital Commune and the Riverside camp raged into the night yet again. The power has been out in most of the city for over 3 weeks at this time. I'd caution anyone who is still receiving this broadcast to avoid Trawler Street, where a violent group have taken over the former CCO headquarters and are said to be extremely hostile to outsiders. Meanwhile, the refugee encampments surrounding the ports have steadily grown in size as the ongoing fuel shortage continues to prevent ships from departing. We've also received word that the Borden clan of former East Grinchley are particularly active at night, raiding smaller settlements, so try to avoid that area if you can.
Good end. That's right, that was a bad end. Comrade Oswald proves into power.
Following the declaration of a state of emergency, General Masters, who has granted himself extraordinary powers, insists they will only last 6 months. It is believed that political leaders are still being held under house arrest by the military on charges of election rigging, though the general is yet to produce any evidence to support this claim. As clashes between protesters and troops continue in Western Square this evening, I want to once again urge our viewers to stay safe
What's
as
that
soldiers begin to
military
patrol our
coup
streets, enforcing
right
a
now?
curfew.
I think it's been on for at least a year, has it? The woman was overthrown by the fuck, I'm trying to remember. There's a country right now. Fuck. Myanmar? Is it Myanmar? Okay, Myanmar I believe is currently under a coup. Julia wins the election.
Since her landslide re-election just 6 months ago, Prime Minister Julia Salisbury has already used her powerful new mandate to deliver on several of her key campaign promises. With the application of the former nation of Mulvaney approved by the COT yesterday, Territory 34 became the second new territory in as many months. The Prime Minister has assured the international community that the COT hopes to process the backlog of prospective member nations by the end of the year. Next tonight, punk rock bell ringers have been causing a stir.
Intro coalition. Oh, is it when everyone's
Gripped by election fever as experts predict record turnouts when the polls open for the first time in nearly 8 years tomorrow. But although the race is nearly over, it's far from decided, as opinion polls suggest that no party will claim that all-important overall majority. While the almost inevitable coalition will no doubt be a disappointment to some, could it be some much-needed moderation after years of division? I'll be asking political analyst Lisa Andrews for her insights before Robin comes to us live from a polling station in the capital. That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
No anarchy, Disrupt and centrist party accord. The centrist. Oh, it must be the one where everyone lives. Yeah, and you play the tape for Jeremy.
And although this is our last broadcast here on One, we'd like to thank Disrupt's leadership for this chance to say a fond farewell to you, our loyal viewers. Disrupt TV will broadcast its first programming tomorrow with a documentary called Benefit Scroungers and the Undeserving Poor, followed by The Kyle Springle Show, where a lie detector reveals a man who married his sister's brother's niece's uncle before closing out the night with One Nation News Max, where Chet Blaze will be asking, how many guns is enough? Well,
it's when the rich people, take
all
over.
That remains
the
to
elites.
say is thank you from all of us
The
here
rabble
at the
will be
National Nightly
controlled.
News and Channel 1. It's been an honour to inform and entertain you over the last 40 years. Thank you for letting us into your homes one last time.
Yes, the lowers can watch
I'm
that.
Megan Wolf. Good night and good luck.
Disrupt TV. Woo! The undeserving poor. Alright. That leaves final one. I'm assuming this will be play the tape and the one we just saw. Okay.
Good evening, I'm Jeremy Donaldson.
And I'm
Jeremy's
Megan
back,
Wolf.
finally.
Our main stories
True
tonight.
wind.
The votes are in, and it's a decisive win for Accord. The new centralist party snatched
Yeah,
victory from under the
centrist.
noses of the mainstream parties.
Incoming Prime Minister Fatima Chowdhury called Accord's win proof that the major parties had lost the trust of the nation and signalled the end of extremist politics.
Neither Advance nor Disrupt, who failed to garner even 10% of the vote between them, have released a statement.
Later, we'll be looking in detail at the election results across the nation before Jeremy brings us a report on the recent unrest in Valdez.
That's all coming up on tonight's National Nightly News.
Finn. But sir, I said Finn. Alright, we'll do Conception 2 ironically now. But well, we might have time for Timberner if we finish Conception 2 tomorrow, but we'll see. But that ends Not for Broadcast forever.